I lift my voice is lifted. Gifted, I foresaw the end, I ripped it. The whole enchilada with a side of avocado. I came down from my fences, desperados. My flow should be sold at low. Next to the 2x4s, an electric range stove. The bolts and screws, home and approved. Gentiles and Jews, penning on views. Broken for you, my moment approaching. The coaching, the ocean is waving. The money I'm saving, the arrest I'm evading. The models I'm dating, this cup of mine keep cascading. God has engraved me into the palm of his hand. I'm in the best hands. I be washing Jeezy's dishes, pots and pans. I peep the law, the land. I speak because I can. Legalize blacks, legislate that. Hurry up, please, because a brother can't breathe. Kaepernick kneel, the world stood still. The level of hate was so unreal. I foresaw the end right before the hook. Hating is not a good look. I took from the good book. I feel like a tree planted by a river brook. Let me cook them surgically with this sword. Will put my vocal cord itching to release the source of my peace. I'm flipping verses on these tracks like an acrobat. Yeah, glory to the Father, he implemented a plan. Jesus carried it out, it is finished. The Spirit empowered, blessing after blessing. We win this, we win this. My spirit's mine. We win this, we win this, we win this. My spirit's mine. My spirit smile, my spirit smiles. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Think about it. Think about it. Man, Jesus did that. We win this. We win this. My spirit get it. We win this. Do you hear what I'm saying? We win this. My knees buckle, my spirit chuckle. We win this. We win this. Oh.
What it do? Y'all know, man, we on the late night. Listen, I'm not messing with y'all all night tonight, but I'm going to go ahead and do, I seen something. We did half the video, right? We did half the video last night of the Anton Daniel. I know I'm tired of talking about it. I know you tired of talking about it, but I heard something that I haven't seen nobody really talk about. And I believe that my observation was pretty on point. That's all I'm going to say. I believe my observation was pretty on point. But I said something yesterday, and I could not substantiate my facts or my statement. But I think I can substantiate my statement because I went and listened to just a little bit more of what was said. And Corey Holcomb said something, and I'm telling y'all, I knew I had it right. Don't worry about it. I'm not even finna waste no time. I'm going to get right into it. Who we got in the building, though? That's what I want to. Who do we have here tonight? Like I said, I'm not staying here all night. I'm not doing what we've been doing. All right? Hold on real quick. Let me take this back just a little bit. I'm going to take it back right here. I'm going to take it back right here. But who we got in the building before we get started, y'all? It's showing I got 4 people watching. I need everybody to like. I need everybody to share. Not only that, I need you to comment because I need to know who watching me. Keep watching me, yeah. You niggas gonna see, yeah. That's some old H-Time. Y'all don't know about that. That old zero from way back in the day. But I want to know who we got in the building. What it do? Shout out to everybody that's following Trey the Truth Teller. Hope you like the content. Like I said, we've been going crazy every night. Literally every night we've been going crazy, staying up. We was up to 4 o'clock in the morning last night. We had 50 people watching at 4 o'clock in the morning. Insane, right? But I don't feel like I'm not staying up there late tonight. I'm going to give y'all a couple hours. All right? Give y'all 2.5 hours a night. Monk got humiliated. Fulio, how's that? How Monk get humiliated, Fulio? What happened, bro? What happened, fam? My boy Monk, man. I like Monk, man. What happened to my boy Monk? How Monk get humiliated, man? Monk a real one, man, for what I see. How Monk get humiliated? I think Monk a thorough, man. He's a real one, man. At least that's how he come off, man. Humble guy, solid guy. Stay in his own lane. I know he get into the bag, you know. But it is what it is. We don't want to harp on that. But we're going. I want to point out something that I heard today that I missed yesterday. Because like yesterday, we did a 10-hour stream. We dropped. I listen. James Jones called mine out. Watch Ali video. Man, last night we did a 10-hour stream, and I guarantee out of everybody that ever did a stream on the Anton Daniels, Corey Holcomb video, nobody dropped more jewels. Nobody gave more information than we did. I guarantee you, find a stream where people gave more actual, factual documentation than we did last night. I had my brother Haran here, an African historian, giving nothing but game about slavery, all of the above. So if you missed the stream last night, listen, you missed a lot of good info. We were building, exposing facts, exposing truth about what's been going on and transpiring, straight up. But yeah, man, I fully, I'm gonna keep it gangster. I was actually watching that, and in my opinion, I don't see how he got humble because he didn't want to give or tell what he did. We know for sure that Monk make a lot of money. He got a lot of motion. It is what it is. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. Everybody getting money, man. Whether it's a little bit or a lot, everybody getting money. Money does not make you better than anybody. Money don't make you more qualified than anybody. Money just means you have more money than another individual. So I don't qualify somebody as good because I know people that look at all the politicians that's taking resources from the people that are super rich. Insider trading, getting these politicians rich as hell. Do that mean they better than everybody else? No, they're cheating. You have a lot of unrighteous people. You have people that are not doing the right thing that are getting a lot of money. And then a lot of times they do the wrong thing, switch over, convert their money, go legal, and then what? That make you better than somebody? No, it's all about character with me. Show me your character when you're broke. That truth, that exposes the real about you. Yeah, I want to see you when you're broke. That's going to expose everything I need to know. So everybody getting to some money, man. Like for real. I don't understand these people in these spaces. I don't understand these people on YouTube. Oh, I got more followers than you. That means I'm better than you. No, that just means more people listen to the individual. Like, make it make sense. If somebody has more followers than you, that just means more people listen to them. That don't mean they're better than you. You have good content creators that don't have a big following. And most big content creators started with a small following. Only thing that the small content creator has to do, keep going. That's it. Like, come on, man. Like, we got to make this thing make sense. Jeff Bezos, girl left him. I mean, divorced his wife. Tom Brady, bro. Look at Michael B. Jordan. Come on, bro. That don't mean nothing because you got more money than somebody else. Y'all, it hurts my spirit, man. I'm all about character. Because I know a lot of lame niggas with money. I know a lot of people who are terrible. I know a lot of men that, I'm not talking about my personal. I'm talking about I've seen a lot of men have kids, have a bunch of money, going to the club every week, throwing money, spending money on different women who won't even do nothing for their own children. So what? Like, make it make sense, bro. Y'all, like, we gotta be real, man. I've been getting money my whole life. I don't like y'all might see me with my jewelry and stuff like that, but that's me. That's what I like. I'm not flexing on nobody. That's me every day. I got a bunch of jewelry because I bought it and I work hard for it. And I've been wearing jewelry since high school, and I'm 44. That ain't nothing new. Ask anybody know me. Nah, he was doing that in high school. Like, make it make sense, bro. Hey, Karen, how you doing? So, like, come on, man. I can't stand people that feel like they better than somebody else because they got more money. Let me drop the link real quick. I know Becca probably don't want to talk about this, but Becca, I wanted to I seen something, Becca. Well, you know what? We just we can start off doing right. We can talk about the ratchet stuff later. I don't know. Becca might not want to talk about the Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb stuff. I don't know. She might, we know she's a believer, but Christians fight too. Anton said he's a Christian. And was cussing in the same sentence. Becca, are you coming up now or later? Rebecca, are you coming up now or later, young lady? That's what I want to know. I need to turn my heater down. Oh, he not black, he a Christian.
Who you talking about?
Yo, Karen and Karen Morris in the comments clowning. Clowning, talking about he's not black, he's a Christian. You didn't see when Anton Daniels said when Corey Holcomb asked him was he black, he said he's not black. Black is a social construct. He's a Christian.
Okay, that's interesting. Why can't he be a black Christian?
Because being black is a social construct, Rebecca. That's why.
Okay, well, he needs to go read his Bible and read about the first instance of colorism in Genesis. Or no, not Genesis.
Wasn't it
Exodus.
No, remember, no, hold on. No. What I'm talking about is when they called one of the disciples niggas. You don't remember that?
I'm talking about when Miriam, Moses' own sister, got leprosy because she talked about Moses' wife being black.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So
no, I got that part, but what I'm saying is, and we can expose that, but I'm talking about when they call one of the disciples a niggas, they referred to him as Negus. It's in the Bible.
Yes. That's a place black. Though. Yeah, it's a place though, right? It's a
yeah, it is an actual place, yeah, for sure. But what I'm saying is actually in the Bible that he was called by literally his skin color. Black.
He was Ethiopian. It means
black. It means black. But yeah. How you doing today, young lady?
I'm chilling. What we talking about today?
Well, I was about to review some more of the Anton Daniels because
let's get to it.
I listened to a part that was left out, and I wanted, we did 10 hours yesterday. That was crazy work. I wanted you to come up and spit some of that knowledge. My boy Harris was co-signing you. I said, "Oh, okay."
I was in the comments. I was trying to finish up some training yesterday for work, so I was in the comments reading through my stuff and listening to y'all. And
yeah, when you were in the comments in Hara, because I know Hara is an African historian. So when he was saying different things, and then you were saying different things, he was co-signing what you said. I was like, "Oh, okay." Let me find out Rebecca really smart and know her stuff. No, I don't agree with everything, Rebecca.
I've done a little bit of research.
You done a little bit? Okay.
Just a little bit.
All right, let me see this right here. Let me pull this up real quick. All right, it's gonna be a little ratchet, Rebecca. We know you. We know you're a super Christian. You can't hear nothing bad, can't be around nothing bad, can't do nothing bad. Hold your them down, right?
If you knew my family, you'd be like, "What?
Okay.
Who?"
Okay. I got you. Okay. I just want to make sure this is not,
No, play it.
Okay. All right. This is a little bit of the end, and then I'm going to there's a part once Anton leaves, I want to play And he said, Corey Holcomb said something, and I said this yesterday, and a lot of people didn't. I'm not gonna say they didn't believe me, but there was a part that came out, right? There's a part that came out. Yeah. Let's go.
You got security.
Homie, I ain't got security. Them my people.
Cool. Them your
You
security
gotta
people.
hire a motherfucker to be with you.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna hire somebody.
You better.
100%.
How you be talking?
Corey, stop talking tough. Stop talking.
Homie,
tough.
you
just said that.
I'm not talking tough. I'm talking to you straight up.
Why are you so?
You said you disrespected me in my face, and then you act like it was all good.
I disrespected you to your face. So I'm confirming what you said. You felt disrespected. So I am telling you that I disrespect.
So look. He said, you said I disrespected you. He didn't say that he disrespected him to his face. Mm-hmm. That's bad. Is that bowing out? Is that
I don't know if it's bowing out because he just talking, right?
No,
and he may think it ain't.
What I'm saying is if I disrespected you to your face, and then Corey Hogan said you disrespected me to my face. He said I didn't disrespect you to your face because remember they were apart first. Then he got up and then he got in his face, and when he got in his face, he made a challenge, and the challenge was not met. So then he reiterated that no, you said I disrespected you to your face. I just find that kind of be a little bit ironic for all the people. And like I said, I'm not on either side.
You just say it. Okay. See, I ain't see that part when he got up.
Yeah, that's way earlier in the video.
Okay.
You, if that's the way you felt. Is that not what you said? You said that out of your mouth. And so I apologized when you said that you felt disrespected.
No. The reason you said you disrespected me in my face
because you don't accept the apology because you still
talk about everybody else except yourself and white men.
I'm telling you what I said. You felt offended by it, so I apologize. All I'm doing is rehashing a conversation that happened. Why are you so easily offended?
You still talk about me? It sounds like I'm arguing
because I'm right. See,
I'll be around bitches and they tell me about myself all the time.
Now look, that was very disrespectful. Just in my opinion. Now you calling me the B word as a man. Those are fighting words. Some of y'all might agree. Some of y'all might disagree. But as a man, I'm telling you, you call me the B word, I want to see you.
Okay.
We need to get some exercise. Okay? Yeah. We're going to get this workout on.
Be gone.
No.
That shit don't hurt no feelings. It's probably better this way.
Because I just proved my point.
Be down. So you proved the point. Homie, just gone, man. Just gone, man. You gone.
I'm about to jet.
You done did this before. Get your bitch ass Hey, homie.
All right, I'm out.
Get your bitch ass the fuck on. And walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch, nigga. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch.
You proved my point.
I got shit to do.
You're right.
Don't bring bitches up here, dog, that you ain't finna stand on.
Right.
Remember I told you that. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Don't ask her to be on my show, nigga. Can she be on the show? I don't know that bitch, nigga.
Now listen, I'm going to keep it real with you. As a man, if you have a woman with you and a man is disrespecting the female and you don't say nothing, I'm sorry, bro. I don't know a woman that will feel, Rebecca, okay, Rebecca, you are a woman. Let's say this was you and the guy started disrespecting the man you're with and then start making slurs towards you. How would that make you feel? And the man does not take up for you, don't say nothing. How would that make you feel as a woman?
I mean, I've never been in a situation, so I could only guesstimate, right?
That's what I said.
I think that I don't know. I got mixed emotions about it. A part of me don't want you to act a fool on the interwebs where Eric is going to live.
Rebecca, notice what I said.
I hear you.
I'm not saying you got to fight, but you didn't say nothing about the disrespect toward the woman. It's all I'm saying.
No, I definitely think he should have at least verbally confronted it. Like, yeah, nah. He definitely should have verbally confronted that. I will say.
So if I'm calling you the B word, Rebecca, I'm addressing you, and you got a man with you, and the man don't say, hey, don't call her out her name, don't call her the B word.
Yeah, I think that's a problem. Yes.
That's all I'm saying. Like, you ain't gonna say chill out. You ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah. Like now because he's being disrespectful on another level. Like, cause he already left when he started calling him the B word. Now you're gonna say it about the person I'm with too, the woman I'm with too. Crazy work. How's she catching strays?
Well, he was being petty, if we're gonna be honest.
Oh, way petty. And you could see it in his eyes. But he's trying to elicit something.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Kara said, but if you tell him to stop and he don't, then what? My next response is come outside.
Okay, then that's where I'm like, nah, it ain't worth it. You said what you said. You could be like, you doing all this for clout.
No, I got you.
Don't throw hands. Don't throw hands on your behalf or my behalf. It ain't even worth it. Like,
but I'm just saying, at least you could. Now I understand earlier in the video he said, "Come outside, cool," but I don't believe that Corey really, really respected him once he got in his face and he checked his energy and he got up and was like, come outside. I felt like he was like, you ain't worth it. But and watch this. We're going to expose an aspect of this video that exposes that. All right, let's keep going real quick. Yeah. I just wanted to know how you feel as a woman, though. So how would you feel? Just
no, I will want the person I'm with to say something, and then we gotta bounce because this is only going to escalate, right? And at this stage of the game where a lot of people are at career-wise, life-wise, it ain't even worth it to throw hands because you got too much to lose.
100%. Gotcha. Okay, watch this. Remember that statement you just made? Remember what you said, the last thing you just said. Remember that. All right? Okay. Watch this.
Now get your whole ass the fuck on and pay for your pussy like you got to, cake ass nigga. And go get you a bodyguard because the nigga be done slap the shit out your bitch ass. I got shit to do. I ain't finna follow that nigga out the door. I am who I say I am. I stand on it. Fuck a friend. Now who the next motherfucker to come up here? What up?
So there's a new word in the dictionary called rage bait, right? So that's what you just witnessed. So
rage bait. Let me tell you something.
It's a new word.
That ain't no new word.
Okay, bet. It's
Let me
old
tell you
behavior,
something.
New word.
Where I'm from, if a nigga say something about sucking dick, nigga, it's on.
And he knows.
I don't know nothing about no niggas saying nothing to no nigga where niggas talk about suck dick and niggas be ready to swing.
And he knows that.
But he didn't say that dick sucking shit again. Get your fat ass out of here, nigga.
Just certain words.
That's
you just
a hate.
He didn't say it again. Now remember that. He's reiterating. He didn't say that again. All right, watch this.
In here with this bitch that he know ain't his wife and motherfucker trying to get the bitch on the show. Bitch, nigga, you ain't got it like that, nigga. Get your cake ass out of here, nigga. Like I'm finna be upset. This is what I wanted to talk about today, mainly. We have a situation in America going on where there are a lot of men that don't want to reveal themselves, but they have bitterness because they know you're not the type of guy they are on the backdooria side of the game. Let me say this one more time. There's a lot of men in this world that don't want to reveal themselves, but they're upset at men who expose backdooria, so they find other ways to talk about you and they will never reveal who they are. I want to start a campaign to teach men how to be good sissies. I talked to a couple of people I know today. A good sissy is a man who knows how he gets down and he knows how you get down and he won't never cross them lines. I could be around a man who indulges in other men's behavior and he know I don't get down like that. So if he don't ever impose it on me or find ways to talk crazy to me that's not straight on, see, the straight on way, he don't like you because you don't agree with the backdooria behavior. But if they don't want to come at you like, I know you don't like backdooria behavior, they come at you with something else. It's the curveball effect. So we have to teach these guys how to be good sissies. Hold on.
I gotta say,
on the phone.
Hey, again, remember, he would rather storm off than talk shit about.
He's done that before.
Man.
He's done that. He didn't never say nothing about white men.
Democratic shit.
Right. He didn't never say nothing about white men.
Off. We wouldn't say shit about.
But he didn't have to say nothing about white men. If he'd said something about me sucking dick again, right. I was already looking at that eyeball because that's what I wanted. I wanted that nigga to be on that next podcast like this.
He wouldn't look a white man in the eye.
If he'd have said something about sucking dick right there, I was finna found that nigga, and whatever come with it, I'll be having to spend some more money in court because
boom, right there. That's the point I wanted to expose.
Okay.
I said this yesterday, and I haven't seen nobody listen to it in its entirety to expose. The reason that Corey Holcomb hesitated is because he already has open court cases.
He just said I spent some more money in court.
He just admitted why he. Okay, let me go back again. So
he said spend some more money in court.
Yeah, listen. Nobody is focusing on this. I listen very well. I haven't heard nobody that did a stream because everybody was Corey Holcomb scared. Was Anton Daniel scared? Listen, he crossed a line, and once he crossed that line, Corey Holcomb got in his face. And it was about to get serious. And you heard Corey Holcomb right there said, you see, he didn't say it again. And then he said, I was going to hit him and I didn't care about the repercussions. But what kept him composed this entire time was the fact that he was trying to not go to court and get to another court case. So let me go back a little bit more so you can hear it for yourself.
Ways to talk about you, and they won't never reveal who they are. I want to start a campaign to teach men how to be good sissies. I talked to a couple of people I know today. A good sissy is a man who knows how he gets down, and he knows how you get down, and he won't never cross them lines. I could be around a man who indulges in other men's behavior, and he know I don't get down like that. So if he don't ever impose it on me or find ways to talk crazy to me that's not straight on, see, the straight on way, he don't like you because you don't agree with the backdooria behavior. But if they don't want to come at you like, I know you don't like backdooria behavior, they come at you with something else. It's the curveball effect. So we have to teach these guys how to be good sissies. Hold on.
I gotta say,
on the phone.
Hey, again, remember, he would rather storm off than talk shit about.
He's done that before.
Man.
He's done that. He didn't never say nothing about white men.
Democratic shit.
Right. He didn't never say nothing about white men.
Off. We wouldn't say shit about.
But he didn't have to say nothing about white men. If he'd said something about me sucking dick again, right. I was already looking at that eyeball because that's what I wanted. I wanted that nigga to be on that next podcast like this.
He wouldn't look a white man in the eye.
If he'd have said something about sucking dick right there, I was finna found that nigga, and whatever come with it, I'll be having to spend some more money in court because I don't want no court cases. In fact, I really can't have a court case right now.
Boom, right there. That's it right there. That's why he hesitated in actually fighting the man, is because he already has open court cases. And he literally said, I can't have a court case right now. So that's why, even though, you know, he didn't like the disrespect, once the disrespect got to another level and there was a line drawn, he said, forget it. I'm going to go ahead and I was going to hit him if he would have said it again. But he really didn't want to because he's already what?
He already got things sold up in court.
Exactly. People are not looking at the context of the situation in reality.
Mm-hmm.
If people would just play this part and listen to everything he said, then it's not about who won versus who was honest and who was real. No, here's the truth right here. Here's the truth. He literally gave you the answer of why he didn't. Even though he was going to hit him, he told you why right here.
Mm-hmm. So I think it's interesting, though, because what he's really saying is that is the other person, right? Why is his name escaping me? Is he known for being bisexual?
Now that,
because what he's really saying though is either he's DL or bisexual or gay. And when he said something about sucking D, right? He was like, nah, because you actually do that. It's really why he got offended. So I'm trying to figure out, like, because if you listen to him, he's like, nah, because, you know, they don't agree with what you do and all of this. Yeah. He didn't say because we got there. He didn't use the example of politics. He didn't. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, because we oppose politically. He went straight to you want, you know, you said something about what you do, and you know I don't do that, so don't come at me that way.
Yeah, that was so that's back to what he was implying, basically. Gotcha. Okay.
He was implying you man on man action, and I'm not, so don't say that to me.
Oh, okay. Now, okay.
Of all the examples to you.
And the light done came on. Brecca, thank you. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. That's what, okay.
That's what it really, so I don't know what he know about him or whatever, but.
Yeah. August, won't you come up instead of being in the comments? And we can have a conversation. Just like yesterday, you were in the comments. Now, bring your little peanut head self up here and have a conversation. Straight up. All right, let's see what else he say after that. Hold on.
Okay.
Because I got shit going on with court cases, but I am a man, and you can't step to me with that dick sucker shit like right here. I can see if you were like out in the park arguing with a nigga, that nigga be like, fuck you, nigga, suck my dick. That's different. That's a nigga yelling, looking for it. But this motherfucker thought he was gonna sit here and say to me something about sucking dick. I ain't even mad at the nigga because I believe the nigga is weird. But that's okay. You could be weird. You just can't step to motherfucker.
Rebecca, he literally just confirmed what you said right there.
So, okay. And the reason I found this interesting, right, is that have you heard of the DL Whisperer?
No, who was that?
So he's a gay man, and he started out Facebook, Instagram, and he tells women how to identify DL behavior in men. Okay. He's a gay man. He used to mess his first sugar daddy was Tamar Braxton's husband.
Okay.
While they were still married.
What? Tamar Braxton's husband used to be on the other side of the street?
Well, he was married to her, but he was sugar daddying for the DL Whisperer. I'm gonna send you the thing.
I don't want to see that. I'm good. I'm cool.
So listen, the interesting thing is that one of the things he says is one of the hallmarks of a DL man is, in his opinion, if accused or confronted with any homosexual behavior, they blow up.
That's not true. Not true. That's not true.
This is his
I blow up. No, I blow up. I blow up. Hold on. So just because I blow up, if you come to me with that bull crap, that means like what? Really? No.
No, he said one of the hallmarks. He didn't say that's the only thing. So it's a compilation, compilation of a bunch of different things.
Like me, look, listen, I don't play like that. So don't even play with me like that.
I get
it. That's very offensive.
I get it. So I'm wondering, like, what does Corey know about him, or what does he know about Corey that this was the sucking D comment led to all of this?
Well, no. So context. Corey Holcomb in the conversation say, "You be kissing white people, A." Then Anton Daniels responded, "You be black, you be sucking black people D."
Okay.
That's how it was a shot for shot.
It was a shot for shot. But you see the reaction that Corey got for that shot for shot.
Well, at first he was just like, then he was like, "Hey, I don't do no D, I don't do no SD, at all. No SDS at all. I mean, no DSS at all." All right. Then he came back, and once he said it again, he said, "Hey, don't say that again." Then when he said it, then he got in his face, and that's when all that transpired. Everything went left, and it was up and it was stuck. Yeah, it was crazy from there. All right, let me see what else he say, because I had to listen to the rest of it.
All right, let's see.
Others with dick sucking shit. Niggas fight. Niggas kill each other over that. And I really don't think he know that. Did he just say he ain't got no friends that been to jail? Did he really say that? Yeah. Who the fuck ain't got people that went to jail that live in Detroit?
I can't.
The mayor went to jail. What the fuck? How the fuck is you in Detroit? I'll call all my Detroit niggas. Do y'all know a nigga that ain't been to jail? I mean, do y'all have any friends that ain't never been to jail? What else do I need? Everybody knows. The only man who I know who would say that is a man who ain't bold enough to say nothing about the Caucasian responsibilities in America and what they did to make things go bad. But back on the good sissy, because we on the good sissy. We need to teach our men who indulge in that type of behavior how to be confident and honest about who they are, where there is no.
So Corey, he basically think that he is gay, huh? Because he's steady having this conversation about this.
What did I say to D.L. Whisperer said?
What did he say?
When someone harps on, like, really, now that you explain it, isn't Corey a comedian?
Yeah, he's a comedian, yeah.
So you telling me he ain't never made jokes, none of that? He can't take a dick, like a diss, saying you just told him he kiss white people, but he just came and back you harder and tell her you be sucking black people D.
Yeah, I agree so with
all
you.
of this extended conversation about it. Oh dang! Hold on. It's going over into the weirdness. Is my personal opinion. Mm-hmm. Now he might be offended for us, but it's like, all right, we gonna let this go. Why are you still harping on it? The man left your studio. You called out his chick.
Well, I don't think that's his chick. The Mika chick is not his chick. I guess she's just cool with him or whatever.
Whoever she is, he probably doing it to her and whoever else. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Whoever she was, you doing all of this.
These women. These women, they do things for money and clout.
I'm just saying they do, but he's harping on it. And let's play the clip and see how much longer he gonna still talk about it. I'm gonna go grab my charger. Hold on.
All right.
Issues like you can't act like you're mad at me because Corey didn't do something right on the internet. But the truth is, you mess with men and you didn't want to say you mess with men, and that's really your issue with me. In Hollywood, Atlanta, and everywhere else over the internet. I don't know. That nigga probably gone.
You know what? Dog walk. Dog walker.
Man, you know who looked the scaredest? Who looked the scaredest? His bodyguard. That nigga was like.
Hey, I'll beat your ass, nigga.
We ain't beat nobody yet. No. Hey, can I tell y'all something? Hold on. Let me tell y'all something. This is not a lie. Phil, Nail. Hey, what this thing cost?
Over $1 million.
Nigga, this board back here, this ain't no This ain't no sucker shit. My nigga Lay Law bought this thing right here. Lay Law, Joe Mac and Macca bought this screen. This screen is not no cheap. The screen they bought was defective, so the company gave them the upgrade.
I don't think they realize because they can only see.
This ain't no cheap shit. You don't tear this up. But I believe if I would have super socked that nigga, I could have guided him that way. Because I was already sizing him up. I was like, oh, this is a little fat motherfucker.
I'd have whooped, man.
I was like, dog.
I got to get back to my show. I was watching
Nigga,
the show.
you stupid, nigga.
I got to get back to my show, man.
Hey, man, if that nigga would have said I suck dick, I'd have dotted that nigga out. I swear to God, and took whatever come with it. But I ain't living like that. I'm not living like that. I am a successful man.
Come back with the bodyguard. I'll whoop that nigga.
That bodyguard ain't with that nigga. That nigga just trying to get that money and get the fuck. Let me drop this cake ass nigga off at the airport. That nigga say he don't know nobody who went to jail. What the fuck?
Nah, he was trying to bait.
How do you live in America and don't know nobody who went to jail?
Listen, I'm gonna say this. He letting you know he not with it because he's already in trouble. He said it again. Did you catch that? When he basically said he in trouble again, that's why. And then not only that, another caveat, he literally said, hey, I didn't want to fight him because this screen cost $1 million. But I believe if he would have said it again, I was going to hit him, but I believe I could have made him go away from the screen because he didn't want to turn the screen up. Like, if people would have sat down and really, really just listened to what he was saying, he gave all the answers on people on why the fight really just didn't jump out. And he said, I'm changed. I'm a successful black man trying to tell you he already in trouble. He let you know that he's in trouble. He said it. He insinuated it twice that he's dealing with something. He's in trouble. So I'm on TV now. Y'all can see me on podcast. It's live before the world. You know what I mean? But that's how I want this show. I just need to extract that. In the morning, I'm glad I seen that. I'm gonna go back and do a whole entire another video on that specifically. I'm glad I see that. Let me find this thing that you sent me. Let's talk about August's job. These people that put August out of business. I'm being petty, Rebecca.
Okay, and August got a point. She said Anton didn't say he doesn't know anybody who's been to jail. He said he doesn't hang out with people who have gone to jail.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
So I do think that is a
I respect that though. I respect that. But I hang with people that have been to jail, gone to jail, all of the above. So I can't talk about nobody. Man, who was that guy right there? Oh, that's me. All right, real quick. I thought I had all right, here we go. Y'all give me one second.
Now, Sam's Club said,
and Rebecca is gonna break this down. All right, let me make the screen a little bigger, and let's go.
Sam's Club said, and they announced today that they're instituting this new way to check out in their stores. The technology replaces the process of an associate scanning your receipt when you exit. This was introduced in Springdale today. The chief product officer says once you pay at the register and start to exit the store, the archway will use AI to take a photo of everything in your cart and determine if there is anything that was not purchased.
And in between the time when they've passed under that archway to the place where they get to the door, we're basically able to match that receipt to their transaction and verify that all of the items in the basket were on the receipt. When we combine scan and go technology with our exit technology, what we're doing is we're creating essentially a no lines, no stopping, no friction shopping experience.
The goal is to have this new technology in 600 clubs by the end of next year.
So that was posted about, I think not even a year ago, right? Okay. And that goal is here, and now they're taking the next step, and they're trying to eliminate cashiers. So I know people heard about the Amazon stores where You just pick your stuff up. You scan before you go in. You pick your stuff up. You leave out. It calculates debits from your Amazon card. I think it's either H&M or Zara has now these clear glass boxes at the checkout that you literally just dump everything into the clear box. It calculates whatever is in that clear box. Bam. That's it. Yeah, you bag your own stuff. You pay. You leave out.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I cannot stand self-checkout. And the reason I can't stand it is because it takes away from the American worker. Anytime I can go see a cashier, I go to the cashier. I never go to the self-checkout. And it's truly sad that we are so like a microwave society that we don't realize that we are feeding to our own demise by using self-checkout, by using certain AI features and just doing certain things. Like, it's truly disheartening, and it's only going to lead to more crime. More crime is going to lead to more control, and then eventually it'll be communism. Literally, you already see we're trying to go toward a digital world. That's going to take years and years and years. But if you have children, you should be thinking about your children's children. So the more we do Apple Pay, the more we do tap, the more we continue to get inside of this system.
Hello today.
You say what?
Hello today. Oh, I try. When you see my restaurant, right? You ordered to order a double set meal today, and you didn't order today, motherfucker. What?
Well, I tell you, people just so goofy, man. It's terrible. I thought that person was trying to come up and have a real conversation. You want to come up and be a goofy
AI bot.
Crazy, but yeah. So, but at the end of the day, man, it's just truly sad how we are actually just continuing to feed into our own freaking demise, and we don't even realize it. The tap, the credit, like people are really not ready to mobilize. If we're gonna mobilize, I would say like we're gonna really have to like go off the grid if you want to mobilize and really be free. If we want to continue to live this modern lifestyle, we're just going to get further and further down a rabbit hole of their system. 100%.
So it's interesting though, because I read something about how every time you use a digital payment, your dollar is stepped on. It's either like about 3%. So if anybody going to a small business rate recently and they noticed that they charging 3.5% or like 4%, whatever they worked out, they're charging you the fee, right? They're adding that tax on. They're charging you that fee because that's what the credit card companies charge them. So it's like every time you use a digital dollar, it's either costing you or costing them. It's about 3% is the average, right? So it's one of those things where it's like the power of your dollar drops the more digital payment you use. In addition to that, right?
Talk to me.
Just talking about like AI and how we go in is kind of one. Self-checkout, I have learned, takes longer than going to the cashier most of the time if you got more than about 5 items. So if I got more than 5 items, I'm going to the cashier. So I totally agree with that, right? But we can't stop AI at this point. It's everywhere. And now it's to the point where they're integrating.
I disagree. All right, self-checkout.
Stop it. Okay.
No, we can literally stop self-checkout if we had patience.
Self-checkout.
If everybody mobilized and say, man, we not using that. Okay, until y'all put cashiers back in the store, we're not patronizing the store. So we can mobilize, but people are so used to convenience. They want convenience. They want a microwave society. They want everything instantly. Even it's everybody want everything. That's just like even in relationships, right? I remember I said when I'm dealing with a woman, if I'm going to really take her serious, I'm going to deal with her for 2 summers, 2 winters, 2 springs, 2 falls. Okay, that's 2 years. That's before I even think about getting in a relationship. But you know, everybody say, oh, it don't take a man that long. Listen, again, microwave, you want everything fast, because why get married or why get in a relationship fast and then it don't last long? I'd rather take my time. Rebecca got some pushback. Come on with it. I'm ready for it.
Well, I just think that the time frame that we have, right, is...
Listen, hold on.
Watch this.
I'm cutting you off.
No, wait, let me finish. You looking at his microwave, but before
you 35,
that,
right? You 35,
what?
right? You 35,
Yeah.
right? If you worried about geriatric pregnancies, if you worried about aging out, listen, if you worried about aging out, that's on you. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
No, it ain't about that. It ain't about that.
Hold on, but some women it does. Think about what Samson said. Samson said as soon as he meet a girl, they ready to goddamn get.
Well, no. When Samson said was he's meeting people in church and they ain't trying to do certain things. So they letting him know, listen, we ain't about to be dating and you got me out here sinning because, you know, the longer you know somebody, the more you care about them, the higher your libido can go when you're with them. You know what I'm saying? So that's a different one, right? But I do think
though, because he literally said that. Hold on, Rebecca. He literally said that these women, right, are asking him to push the envelope on the time frame because they feel like they're aging out, and that's not fair. Because you want to waste your time in your 20s dealing with different men, dating different men, waste your college years being a thought, and then prioritize your career, and then later on in life want to put pressure on me. But now I want to take my time. So what? Now what?
No, see, well, I just think one, if we're going to talk about taking time, right?
Hold on, respectfully, I apologize, Rebecca. You know you my dog.
Go ahead.
August, again, you're pissing me off. Come on the live, get out the goddamn comments with your rhetoric.
August said, y'all dudes are the reason why women be single baby mamas.
Yeah, okay. I put the goddamn link in the chat. Quit all that talking and pull up. What's
okay. Now, Trey, you say you gotta date, deal with somebody 2 years. If she ain't giving it up in those 2 years, right? Is that a problem for you?
100%, 100% a problem.
Okay. So I mean, this is why I told Samson.
Rebecca, women don't make me wait anyway, so that's something I don't have to worry about.
Well, Jesus helped them. They on the prayer list in 2026.
I've never met a woman that made me wait, not one time. I'm sorry.
We're praying for them too.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with it. Rebecca, respectfully, I know, and me and you just cool. We just cool. We just gonna be friends. That's about it. Like, you my dog. But Rebecca, if I was dating you, I promise you would not make me wait.
I've literally talked to someone for a year and a half.
Rebecca.
This was in my sinning days before anything happened.
Rebecca,
so it's like,
Rebecca, I'm telling you, I'm undefeated.
I'm just saying. No.
I'm undefeated. Rebecca, I'm undefeated.
Thank you, Timmy. He said traders. No, see, this is the issue. This is the issue, though, right?
Hold on, Timmy. Timmy, the link is in the chat. You can pull up. Listen, I never said I represent all men.
No, he didn't.
Timmy, I didn't say that. I don't know where that comment came from. I never said that I represent all men. Like, make it make sense. Like, where that comment even come from?
He's just saying for him personally, he's not. But see, this is why I also think, because
hold on, right? Rebecca, there was no use for Timmy saying that. Like, I didn't say nothing like that represented all men. I didn't say anything.
Well, August said, you mad because she don't want to give you cat in 2 years, but she got to wait 2 years for a raggedy girlfriend title. And I agree with August. Like, sir.
Listen, you know what? We done with August.
No, we're not, because how are you literally entering?
Until she come on until she come up, I'm gonna start timing her out.
Give her a title.
I'm gonna take her wrench away and start timing her out because she on that bull crap. She come up. Hold on, she come up any other time and just be in the goddamn in the camera like this.
She cooking. She said she was cooking. You didn't hear her say she was making barami.
She ain't never cooked. Boy, that girl ain't never cooked. You talking about she cooking?
You was okay. Don't be doing August like that. Back to the thing at hand, right?
All right,
we got off topic. We're supposed to be talking about AI.
Oh, we be having fun, man. God dang.
But wait, listen, because I wanted to actually talk to you about something.
If you don't have a sense of humor, do not come on my platform. Don't come over here. We like to talk serious subjects, but we like to have fun. So you ain't trying to have fun. Go out, get out my page.
Ryan, what up? You speak for most men.
Hey, what up, YN?
All I say is this, right?
Hold on. Timmy, here go the link. If you want to come up here and preach the gospel, come on up.
Thank you, Timmy.
All right, go ahead, Beck. I apologize, baby.
No, all I gotta say is this, right? Is that 2 years is crazy work. You already knew whether it was a thumbs up or a thumbs down, gladiator style, by month 6. Yes, you can need to date people and confirm what you feel about them. After that, really see them in all the seasons and all of that. But you already knew if she was making it to the final round or not months before that 2 years.
No, I wouldn't say that's not necessarily true. Like,
so have you ever been wrong? I want you to think back, right? I want you to think back in your mind. Okay?
All right, go talk to me.
I want you to think back in your mind. Has there been anybody who you dated or you talked to for 6 months that just drastically changed or you didn't peep stuff that when year 2 came, you was like, dog, she just I don't know what happened. She was great. She was a
if we made it that long, we rocking for sure. So I'm gonna say it like this, and I'm not speaking about now. I'm talking about my past, right?
Okay.
If a woman made it to 6 months, 9 times out of 10, she wasn't the only one, right?
Okay.
And then, she been vetted properly by that time for sure. But it's just that I'm not trying to be exclusive.
So this isn't about her and y'all's connection. This is about the fact that you wanted multiple connections with multiple people. So it's not to say that you didn't know about her and she didn't reach a certain level in your head of.
Okay, so watch this, right? Okay, so watch this. So let's say I'm right. Let's say I'm gonna use you and Karen for an example. I'm just using y'all for an example.
Yeah.
So let's say I'm rocking with you. I like you and all of that, and we've been rocking 6 months.
Okay.
But then I meet Karen, right? I meet Karen in month 6, but I'm rocking with you, right? So I'm still filling you out, dealing with you, but I vetted you to the point where we locked in. But now I'm vetting Karen in the same process. So now I'm dealing with both of y'all, and may the best woman win.
Okay, so you're saying so that's because you're dating people on a rolling basis. So you have FOMO, fear of missing out.
Nah, I ain't got nothing to do with that. What they gotta do with FOMO? It's my fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out.
No, I want the best. I want the best option. What you mean?
That's fear of missing out. To think
that
you don't have the best option, so you keep searching to see if you
that's not. That has nothing to do. No, because no. I'm gonna keep you on your job. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep you on your toes.
Okay, do you allow the people that you're talking to?
No, you cannot. No, I'm a hypocrite. No.
At least you admit it.
It's a double standard.
You a hypocrite.
It's a double standard. Straight hypocritical. Not gonna play with it. Not gonna hide it. No, women can't do what men do. I don't know where y'all get this mess from.
Okay, wait. Let's just say that this is the person. It's me. There's no sexual contact with you or anybody else. Do you still have a problem with talking to?
So watch this. So typically this how I rock it out, right? So if you hold it out, I'm gonna be hitting something else until I hit you.
Okay.
So I'll be making you think you're the only one or whatever, and just keep being the great boyfriend, boo boo, whatever. Okay. And then I'll just be hitting something else until you come around.
Karen says, so wait, so she's supposed to wait around for 1.5 years and then you pick the one that isn't giving it up? Because I also know plenty of men.
No. The thing is about the one that endured to the end.
But that's my point. So let's just say it's me and Karen and Rose in August. And you talking to all of us.
I've done that before.
I literally know men.
I've done it before. I think, the most I ever talked to at one time, like literally, I'm talking about on a schedule is 10 women. It was 10? It was the most. I'm not gonna lie. I never do that one again. It was too stressful. It was stressful. When I say, Rebecca, stressful, that's the most stressful time I had in my life.
You want to hear something? I was an RA when I was in college. and I RA'd for a bunch of Saudi Arabians. Shout out to them if they ever see this, right? And I asked some of them, so y'all dad got multiple wives? Somebody said, yeah, my dad got, I got multiple wives and something like. Somebody said my dad told me one woman is enough for any man, because if it's the right woman, she gonna be a headache, but she also gonna be a blessing. His dad had money, so these was like some of them dads was like sheep type level. His dad said, listen, don't do it to yourself. He said multiple women are nothing but stress and a drain.
I agree. I know. I agree. I agree 100%. I'm not even gonna lie. I've dealt.
So I'm asking you, right? Because I know
I've dealt with a lot.
I know men who will have that one quote unquote good girl reserved, be messing with a bunch of different people, and in their head they know the whole time, I'm gonna be with this one.
Yeah,
but
true.
I'm gonna have fun with everybody else. Have you ever done that?
100%, all the time.
So that's my point, though, of why string along people past that 6-month mark when you already know they ain't making it.
Well, it's well, no. I'm not gonna say they're not making it. No. Okay. I wouldn't say that, because like people, they fall off on their own. I'm the type of guy, I let people fall off. I don't get rid of women. I keep everybody if they let me. So when a woman get out of my life, that means she chose to get out of my life. I don't.
So you Solomon out here just collecting wives and concubines.
I wouldn't say that.
David, you need at least 4 or 5 of them.
No, I just be doing me.
You just be
doing me. I'm just saying, like, the women that are enemy are enemy. Like, what you want me to do?
And when did you establish this behavior?
When I was young.
When you were young. And was this behavior modeled to you, or did you in your mind make up like,
well, growing up in the hood, that's what we seen. Like the older guys in the hood, they had a bunch of women. So,
okay.
I adopted that behavior. I thought that was the way, is to, just entertain different women.
Okay, so when you grew past what they did career-wise, slinging whatever and doing whatever, how come this mindset didn't change with it? That's the one thing you held on to, but it didn't hold on to everything else.
What you mean? Hold on, say that again.
So when you grew past how they was making their money in the hood, we know how
selling drugs.
Correct. When you grew past that and you grew past other ways, why didn't this aspect of your life grow too?
What makes you think I'm not grown? Maybe I'm operating in my biology as a man.
Well, your biology says you can't sleep with multiple women.
No. So no. So you don't. So you believe being a naturally monogamous? You believe that?
Yes, I do. Wholeheartedly. That's the design. The design is natural monogamy.
Rebecca, that's not true. It's not true.
Sorry. I believe in the Bible, which started out with monogamy.
No. We can talk about incest too.
Yes.
So hold on. So, no. Stop. Rebecca, stop. So you're telling me God was okay with incest, but not monogamy, but not polygamy?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, I said the original design of a man and a woman is monogamy. You're saying.
Watch this. No, stop right there. Let's stop right there. Let's build. Let's build. Right? Let's build for the people. Think about this, Rebecca.
Okay.
And I want people in the chat to make sense of this.
Okay.
Rebecca's stance is we are naturally monogamous, right? Cool. I rock with that. Now, if God made one man and one woman, and those were the only two individuals on planet Earth, then explain how was the world going to be populated? And if your premise is correct, that one man and one woman, then that means when Adam had a child, if he had a boy, it's only 3 options. If they the only two people on Earth, if Adam and Eve had a boy, either the boy gonna sleep with his mama, or they're gonna have a daughter, and then the brother and the sister gonna sleep together, or they're going to have a daughter, and then the father is going to sleep with the daughter. That is incest, if your theory is correct. So you're telling me that God naturally created us to operate in incest because it's one-on-one monogamy. Make that make sense.
Well, one, as I said, original design, right? So, polyamory or whatever, whatever it's called, right? No, hold on.
No,
I'm going to answer you.
Stay with the context.
I am staying with the context. I'm going to explain to you. Wait, let me finish.
I just want to make sure you're not trying to, go this way.
No, I'm saying, right? I said the original intent, right, was monogamy. Okay. We never got to see how monogamy plays out because we done messed up the original intent.
Here we go.
Right?
No,
so,
don't do that.
Wait. As you said, because we messed up the original intent.
No.
In comes
Come on,
incest.
y'all can't do this.
Comes multiple marriages. But it was not set up to originally be like that. We messed up the original intent.
You did not.
All I said is that the original intent was monogamy. Do you see?
Okay, watch. Hold on, chat. No. I'm not gonna let you get past this. Chat. Did Rebecca answer my question in context? I want the chat to respond. So to make sure that I'm not lying. Give me yes or no. Did Rebecca answer my question? And did she deal with the context of my analogy? That's what we're doing tonight. We're not finna get around this. No. Okay, YN said no. With a couple O's behind
it. Just how many O's you be having?
You petty. You petty.
It should have been Adam, Eve, and Keisha. Please repeat. Hebron the Don. All right, repeat your statement, and then I repeat what I said.
Hey, listen, remember, if anybody want to come up on the panel, I'll drop the link. Y'all can come up. Make sure y'all like, make sure you share. All right. Karen, what's your answer? Because you didn't give me no answer. I'm waiting on Karen to answer. Just because it's your big head cousin up here, don't mean. Okay. War Assassin said no. That's 3 people. 3 men said no. I'm not counting August at all. So
don't do that.
I'm not counting August.
No, repeat your question. Was the original intent incest over polygamy?
I think August was on the slow bus, so we ain't gonna count her. So make sure y'all like the stream, share the screen.
She said some people weren't listening. Some people are like, wait, repeat it. So repeat it.
All right, let's repeat it then. Hey, anybody want to come up on the panel?
You said what was the question?
Before I get this example again. YN, what happened? We all came from incest, but since humanity multiplied so much billions over, it's now considered incest if its siblings due to possible retardation. Hey, Mimi, love you. You own or something, but I think you went around my context as well.
You like that one, YN?
Hold on, real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, you finna take your bath? All right, take your bath, and then matter of fact, I got it. Let me know when you get out the tub, so I gotta give you some medicine before you go to bed. Okay, you all right? All right, you all right, boy? Why you say that? You say what? Well, I done told you what to do. You don't want to follow directions, but all right. Let me know when you're done taking a shower and stuff. I'll come and give you some medicine before you go to bed soon. Okay. All right, love you. All right, real quick, y'all. I apologize. On daddy duty still while I'm trying to stream. All right, so real quick, let me say this. So Rebecca's said that men are naturally monogamous. Okay, so if that is the case, then that means a man only deals with one person at a time. Correct, man and woman. So if Adam and Eve were the first people on earth, then that means for the world to be populated, they had to operate in incest. Do you concede to that, Rebecca?
I said no, because here's the thing, right?
Oh my God.
Here's the thing.
I want to hear this.
What I said was original intent, right? Was monogamy.
You playing with your words.
I'm not. I said original intent was monogamy. That's why you have Adam and Eve and there's not multiple other people there, right?
That's so disingenuous. But go ahead.
Okay. And I concede that after the fall, in goes what we can incest and in goes polygamy, right? That's what I said. So I don't know why.
So if there wouldn't have been no fall, what was gonna happen? Since you got and go ahead. I want you to.
I don't know, but I honestly believe that there would have been others created, right, to procreate. I don't think the original plan was birthing multiple people and them joining and them joining and them joining until the whole world was populated. Because God doesn't tell Adam and Eve. And the reason why I say this, God doesn't tell Adam and Eve to be fruitful and multiply, right? Until when? After the fall.
All right, BAP works. What I'm trying, this is my stance, BAP works. Why would God condone incest but not condone polygamy? That's my whole
He didn't
premise.
condone incest.
No. Hold on. You say what?
He allowed incest and he allowed polygamy. There's a difference between creating something to be able to do that, right? And even then, okay, even thinking Noah's Ark, right?
No. Hold on. Listen.
Yes.
Why would God only create one man and one woman to the extent where they have to deal with each other to create other human beings? That makes no sense. That is nasty. That's degeneracy. That is.
Polygamy wasn't the norm from the beginning. It clearly states out in the Bible when someone took, who was it? Who's the first one? Hold on. It was Lamech, who took 2 wives for himself. He wasn't given 2 wives. He took 2 wives.
Rebecca, stop that. Make.
It's
okay.
True.
So again. So let me say it again. So if Adam and Eve were the first 2 people on earth,
yes.
I mean, Adam and Eve had to sleep with each other. They had a daughter. Okay. Either Adam and Eve had either they had a son and a brother and a sister consummated, or Adam had to sleep with his daughter to get pregnant, to add more people on the earth, or Adam and Eve had a son and the son slept with the mother, or they had another sister. I mean, they had another kid, which was a girl, and then the brother and the sister consummated.
It was brother and sister because Adam was what? Monogamous, from what we understand.
So you're saying that because if that's the scenario, and if Adam and Eve had a son and a daughter, and the son and the daughter consummated, that's monogamy because they dealt with each other one-on-one. That's what you're saying.
We know monogamy wasn't until it literally says yes.
You're beating around the bush.
Yes.
That's crazy.
But that's the reality.
That is crazy.
That's literally reality.
Hey, chat, what y'all think about that? I want
a descendant of Cain, the murderer, is the first person to introduce polygamy into human history. And it's allowed after that. Okay, well.
You cannot tell me. Hold on, you know what? Hold on. Let me see where Harriet. I'm gonna see if Harai available.
So Mimi made an interesting point. She said maybe Adam and Eve weren't supposed to procreate until after she bit the fruit and sin was born. Which, Mimi, I think you're kind of right, because like I said, he doesn't tell Adam and Eve to be fruitful and multiply until after the fall. So,
well, y'all funny.
All of this is to say,
y'all funny.
You can use whatever excuse you want to for.
No. You use it. Hold on. Okay, watch this.
Yo, what it do?
Hey, what you got going?
Just pulled up to the crib.
Hey, man, we talking some talk, man. If you want to pull up, we on some Adam and Eve type stuff, man. If you available.
On your YouTube.
Yeah. You want me? I think. Hold on. Let me see. I think I can send you the link. I need you to come up here and school this little girl I'm talking to real quick.
I got 13 minutes before I'm getting off here with y'all.
No. Give me the 12. Give me the 12. We rocking the 12 tonight.
Oh well, my 12 is in 12 minutes.
You on the East Coast?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was on the West Coast.
No, I was just there for work.
Oh, okay. I just sent you a string, y'all, Harai. All right, pull up real quick, bro. I want you to hear this. I want you to hear this conversation real quick. I want to see.
Yeah, he wants you to validate his
polygamy. No, because me and him don't even believe everything.
He ain't even polygamous because he ain't married to none of these girls.
Me and him don't even believe a lot of the same stuff. So now what?
So
I just want to hear his take on it.
Let me ask you something.
Pull up, Harai.
Since you believe in polygamy, right?
No. Hold on, stop.
Why you not married?
Hold on, listen. Oh, he pulled up quick. God dang.
You heard me?
Boy, you pulled up quick, boy.
What it do?
Hey, what's good? Hold on real quick, Harai. So listen, hey, everybody in the chat, based on what y'all heard, which one sounds who sound more logical, me or Rebecca? I want the chat. And Karen, you can't just say that because it's your cousin. Don't do that. Who sounds more logical, me or Rebecca? I want to know in the chat. And then I want Harai to you and Harai to have this conversation. So Harai, this what I told her, right? I said men are not naturally monogamous, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said that we are, as a people, we're naturally monogamous, because she talked about the whole Adam and Eve, and that's a whole. And I know you gonna have fun. I don't believe it, but I'm gonna say this. So this was my premise. If Adam and Eve were the only two people on earth, then that means that we had to operate in incest. Correct, right?
If that's true, then yes. Or whoever they have.
Okay, bet. So that means that Adam and Eve had a kid. Karen, come on, that don't even make sense, Karen. I need you to pull up. Go on, hit the string yard, Karen, because I'm about to school you too. So look, that means that Adam and Eve had to have a kid, whether it's a boy or girl. If they had a boy, then it means either the son slept with the mama, or they had another daughter, and then the siblings had to consummate, or they had a son, and then not only that, they had to have. That means that the son dealt with the mother, and they had incest. If they were the only two people on earth, period. That's the only way we could have populated with earth through incest. And she said, so I'm saying that, hey, no, we were naturally. Why would God condone polygamy? I mean, why wouldn't God condone polygamy, but he would condone incest? It don't make sense.
Okay. What's your perspective, sister?
So I told him that, based on original design, we're naturally monogamous. After the fall, we started to do what we wanted to do. Okay. And incest is not outlawed. It's not even defined as incest until the Israelites become a nation and the Torah is given, right? Before that, there's no law against marriage connections, right? It is whatever you do. That's how Abraham and Sarah, got together, even though they were half siblings. That's how Isaac got here. So he's saying, would God, condone incest?
Well, you said who was siblings?
Sarah and Abraham.
That's in the Bible?
Yes.
Yeah, read that verse to me.
Yeah, he says that it's his sister when Sarah is captured by one of the princes of Egypt.
Harai, that is true. That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Nah. No.
That's
He told a
Sarah's
lie.
half sister.
No, what happened was he told a lie to Pharaoh because he was being a coward at the time.
No, he told Pharaoh
but those
that
is
she
half
was
sister,
his sister because she is his sister, but she's also his wife. That's what he says to Pharaoh. Like, no, that's actually his sister.
All right, hold on real quick. No. Harad. I want no. All right, cool. I brought Harad up for a whole different context, right?
Okay,
now,
Harad, just to give you some context.
No, hold on.
Go ahead.
Harad, no, because we finna go to school for a second.
Yeah,
hold on, Harad. No. I'm finna set the premise. I want to hear y'all two have this.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can hear us?
I want to hear you and Rebecca had this discussion. Harad, was Adam and Eve the only two people on earth? Now, change it. Was Adam and Eve the only two people on earth? Harad.
Can y'all hear me now? I was it was.
We can hear you fine. Yes. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh, I couldn't hear y'all. Okay, I hear y'all again.
Okay. Was Adam and Eve?
I ain't gonna get on both of y'all about that sister thing.
All right, cool. We ain't gotta go there. Was Adam and Eve the only two people on earth?
You should ask her that.
All right, well, you ask her then.
Were they the only people on earth? Sister?
Initially.
Okay, let's figure it. Let's see. You got a phone by you or something?
I'm on my laptop, but let me just give you some context. We started talking about this because Trey wanted to, say that he has multiple women, but I told him that why isn't he married if he believes in polygamy, which is the marriage of multiple women. So this is how we got into this conversation. He was trying to defend his oaths to us when I said, well, they should be your wives then. So why aren't you married to any of them? Or concubines who also can't be with other people.
I just
want to give you some context.
Cool, all right, but Becca, we'll have that conversation a whole nother day. I got you.
I don't want to get into even that. We're gonna shelf that with the Abraham line for his sister because he was being a coward. Y'all believe that's his sister, but that's another thing too. But let's just go. Let's talk about who, because the conversation basically is Brother Blu-ray is justifying polygamy because he's saying he don't think it's incest, and then now he asking me to ask you.
No. What I said was What I said was, why would God not condone polygamy, but he would condone incest?
And I said he didn't condone either. They were both allowable before, right, the law, and after the law, then only polygamy was allowed. Because some people consider incest cousins.
When do you think the law? Are you a Hebrew Israelite? Right?
No.
Okay, so when do you think the law was given?
The law was given at Mount Sinai.
Moses, right? Okay, so what's Abraham's father's name?
I'd have to look it up, but I know he came from.
Don't worry, I got you. It's Terah.
Chaldeans.
It's Terah.
Yes.
Okay, so why he got a word that mean law if that's the first time they had law?
He was the person who was supposed to start off the lineage of Israel, but due to his disobedience,
not the lineage. We ain't talking about the genetics and the lineage. We talk about just the law.
The genetics and the lineage is the law. You don't get one without the other.
No, we talk about a written. I like how you said that. We talk about the written law, though. Written. When you say from the context we talking about, you said that the first time we got the law when Moses was on Mount Sinai, correct?
Correct.
But the lineages existed before that, though, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so we talking about the written law.
The written law, yes.
All right, now I'm gonna ask you again. If Moses was the first person to have the Torah, why is Abraham's father named Torah?
Because it's his name. I mean, what do you like? It's it is
okay.
Like,
so why was Noah named Noah?
Because it's his name.
Nah, it's because the name means something. When Noah, when the boat landed on Mount Ararat, right? It rested, correct?
Correct.
All right, Noah means rest. So
and
the author,
and comfort.
Yeah, but it's talking about rest in the sense of to sit. You are at comfort when you're rested. That's the concept. So, yeah, Google that. When Noah.
I'll type in the chat.
All right, okay. Now I would just prove their name means something because when the authors wrote this book, because I'm assuming you think this is the book of Genesis is the first time that those stories came about. So when the authors wrote these stories, the authors of the Bible, whoever that may be, when they wrote these stories, they made these names based upon the acts that they were doing. For example, Moses' name, Musa, which is ain't the Hebrew name, it's an Egyptian name. You know what it means?
Does Moses mean deliver, or does it mean drawn out of the water? I forget.
Exactly. Where was Moses found?
In the water.
No.
Exactly. So
Well,
these things mean that.
But
And he was drawn, and his adopted mother drawing him out the water. So
correct.
these things, even though that don't mean that in Egyptian, but that's another story. When the authors make these names of these characters, it's because it's related to what happened in that story. That doesn't mean that those them characters' name in ancient time.
I would actually refute that. And the reason why I would refute that, right, is that even in the New Testament, naming someone something, and even in certain books, right, you actually see, we got it messed up, right? We pick names to pick them. We do not pick names on meeting. In ancient times, names were a marker of who you are and what, like, it was a call to, like, a prophetic call to who you were going to be, right? Rebecca was named Beautiful. Rachel was named, she, like, people's names weren't just like, and even now, right? Like, you ever meet someone and you be like, you look like a so-and-so. It's because we think it's a joke. And so I actually don't believe that that's what that person was called. I think that if you believe in the Bible as a prophetic book, what was and what is and what is to come, those people's names are prophetic utterance of what they are to do. So you look at it as like, oh, they're named that because of what they did, and I will say they did what they did because of what they're named. Just like if you
because God exists outside of time, right?
That also,
okay,
right? Just like Jesus got his name before, you know, if you're believing the New Testament, Jesus got his name before.
If you want to call him Emmanuel, then that'll be a contradiction. But let's just stay on topic. When, because we don't want to go down a rabbit hole. I'm saying that for a reason. Yeah, because I agree with what you said as far as prophetic. Prophetic is nabi, which is a divine, someone who gives you a divine teaching from the root, naba, to be prosperous or fruitful. So when they give you a divine teaching, they're getting something directly from the Most High. Well, the Most High can see it because he exists outside of time. Okay, so he's telling that Noah is going to be his name because the so-called ark rests on Mount Ararat, right? Okay, so I'm gonna ask you again. Why was Terah named Torah?
Because from him the lineage of who came was to come.
Moses came from the lineage of Abraham?
Yes.
You sure about that?
Very sure.
What tribe was Moses from?
He was of the, what's it call it? Was he the Levites? No. You know, he might have been. He might have been Levitical.
Aaron is his cousin, right? Where Aaron from?
No, Aaron wasn't his cousin. I thought Aaron was his brother.
Cool. Even better. Let's go with that. Aaron was a Levite, right?
Correct.
Okay. Abraham wasn't from the Levite tribe. There was no genetic lineage from Abraham. The genetic lineage come from no, it wasn't. It come from Abraham's son.
Which comes
now,
from
Abraham. Say, but it's his son, so it's the same DNA. No, because then there were 12 that came from him. It was really 13 because they don't count Dinah. But then there were 12 from him, right? Okay, so he does not come directly from Abraham.
No, that's okay. So pause, right?
Because you don't even know who his father is.
If that's the case, wait. If that's the case, then none of us are the descendants of slaves. You can't just wait. No, you.
No, I'm going by Judaic law.
No,
Judaic law.
Just said Moses is not from Abraham when I just showed you from Moses to Isaac to.
I said, are you sure about that?
I am sure. From
Isaac.
Cool. To
what's Abraham? What's Moses' father name?
I forget. I don't even.
It's not mentioned. Remember, he was found in the water.
Let me think. Is his name technically mentioned or just? Yeah, it is. He is from the tribe of the Levites. I thought so.
That's okay. I'm glad you. Okay, now we got there. Cool. Now, when we talking about the law, we talking about the book of Genesis on down to Deuteronomy, etc. Right?
Correct.
All right. So let's start with book of Genesis, so we don't go down the big rabbit hole. We get caught up on the law. even though a law existed before Moses, but I don't want to go there with you.
The law didn't exist before that. The knowledge of good and evil did. And that is what Noah bases his life on. Abraham bases his life on. That's why we still now have inside of us the knowledge of good and evil, even if you don't believe in the Torah or follow it, because the basis of morality is ingrained in all of us because of what Adam and Eve did.
Okay, cool. Can you show me the original book of Genesis?
I mean, not unless we go to get some scrolls. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think
Whatever.
we're...
Do anywhere in the world do we have the original book of Genesis?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if we do.
Now watch this. I want you to go to Genesis chapter 4.
Mm-hmm.
In Genesis chapter 4,
Mm-hmm.
what happened? What's the gist of what happened in Genesis chapter 4?
Is that the multiplication of people? I know that's where Lamech gets his 2 wives from Nod. Is that where the angels fall?
Whoa.
The angels come down. And
It's 2 wives. You just said that he ain't give 2 wives, but anyway.
I said Lamech went and got his 2 wives. I didn't say. I said the point was that God didn't give him 2 wives, right? When
God gave Abraham 2 wives.
No, Sarah gave Abraham a wife.
God ordained that.
No. That's not true. That is not
okay.
True.
What we gonna do is okay.
Here's
we're gonna go to the scripture.
No, God gave David multiple wives.
Rebecca, go to
no,
the
but
scripture.
I'm not talking about David because David came after the Torah.
Rebecca,
after
go
Moses'
to the
Torah.
scripture and read it.
Correct.
Yeah. We're gonna go to the scripture and read it because I'll let you get away with too many of them now. Because I don't want to get sidetracked, but now we gotta really go there.
Cain and Abel's blood is
there you go. That's what Genesis chapter 4 is talking about.
His wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gave birth to Cain. I produced a man with Adonai. Then she gave birth again to his brother Abel and became a shepherd of flocks, became a worker of the ground, right? And so we go through the whole thing, the story of Cain and Abel, how he kills his brother. He said, curses the ground. And he's like, God, don't kill me. So I'm going to mark you so that other people on the earth will not kill you.
All right, boom, right there. Who was the other people on the earth?
The other children.
Wait. Don't do that, Blu-ray. Wait.
Okay, my bad.
Don't go too fast. I want to chop it up with her. I don't even want to get off track. Look, in Genesis chapter, I asked you that for a reason for that story right there. In Genesis chapter 4, not Abraham, you got me thinking about Abraham. Cain's brother Abel's blood cried from the ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then God came to him like, hey, why your brother's blood cried out to me? I'm summarizing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He said, my brother's keeper, the famous line. So after that happened, God punished him and he was like, I'm going to put a mark on you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why he put a mark on him?
Because he said, if you don't, the other people in the world are going to kill me.
Where these other people come from?
From Adam and Eve. They're their children.
According to what scripture?
So people have to understand. So if you actually study
Genesis. Time out. No. We're not going to do the interpreting. I want you to give me the exact scripture.
I'm literally explaining something. So just let me cook. So the Genesis is not linear. That's why you see we go through in Genesis chapter 1, there's creation, but then there's an overview of creation in chapter 2. So the same thing happens with Cain and Abel, right? You see the story of them, but then in chapter 5, it explains that Adam and Eve continued to have children, right? So you have to think Cain and Abel, when we're looking at the stories and you're looking at the ages of these people and you're thinking about how many of us will have a whole bunch of kids had we not have birth control. Cain and Abel are born, they continue having children. Life does not stop, right? Just because they give birth to Cain and Abel. Adam and Eve continue having children. They go.
One of them is Seth.
I don't believe where Cain and Abel where Cain murders him. So we're talking about possibly hundreds of years, unless the Bible is specific, but I don't think it is, that they're having children. So the earth is being populated. People are growing and reaching maturity, which is about 20 years old, right?
No, you didn't answer my question, though.
I did. You asked me where the people came from.
I said, what scripture? I said, what scripture says that?
The book of genealogies, chapter 5, Genesis.
That it does not say that.
Children.
No, I didn't. I never denied that they continue to have children. You said that after I asked you my question. We can have them rewind the tape when it's over. That was your reply to my question, but that wasn't the answer to my question. So I'm gonna ask again. Let's do this. Who was Cain scared to kill him?
People on the earth.
Okay. Now, can you prove with a specific scripture that says those people on the earth at that time came from Adam and Eve?
It says
not after on, that's Genesis chapter 5. And then you're gonna have to say the book is out of order, and chapter 5 should be in chapter 4 and 3.
No. It is out of order. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry.
Oh, it is out of order?
Wait, hold on. Wait. Is Genesis chapter 1 say that God created Adam and Eve? Where does it say that?
2.
Oh, really? But that would be out of order when it already said that he made man.
Well, I already agree that it's out of order. So you preach to the choir.
So my point is, it's not that it's out of order. It's that they give
that's an assumption
time and then they give detail. It's not an
no, that's an assumption. That is because there's no, you have yet to mention a specific scripture that says that.
I literally gave you the chapters where it says.
You didn't. You said chapter 5 where it says they had kids. You never gave me a scripture that says when they had kids, when Cain killed Abel. You never did that. You never once mentioned a scripture.
Wait, so you're
it never says they had kids. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, because Cain, because Cain was clearly said he was scared of somebody. He was scared of people that were going to murder him. Now, if that was the first murder, in history, why would he be worried about people going to kill him?
Because now he has set a precedence for a sin in the earth.
Oh, so now even though they don't come from Cain, now they all hurt by his sin because of what he did.
Yeah, that's kind of how
no scripture says that, but cool.
I'm sorry. It literally says don't keep bad company because you'll be corrupted by them. So no, the scripture
that don't say but they weren't his company. The people in the land of Nod, Adam and Eve not from the land of Nod. And I'm saying that for a reason, because in Genesis chapter 4, he went to the land of Nod and found a wife. Who was that wife? And you're gonna say it's his sister. And I'm gonna ask you, show me the specific sister,
honestly.
Well, I'm predicting you're gonna say that. Well, if you're not gonna say it's his sister, then you agreeing with me and Blue right now. So
wait, what's the agreement on? What are you trying to say? Is that God created
what we're saying is that they was not the only people on earth, was not Adam and Eve. Well, you can go to Genesis chapter 1, and when it mentions Havilah, the problem is this. I asked you if you can show me the original book of Genesis, because I'm showing you that it's chopped up right now. You admitting low key that it's out of order. So since it's chopped up, what scripture specifically say that he had a sister that he married? It never says this woman that he found in the land of Nod was his sister.
It doesn't.
That is an assumption. Yes, it does, because that is an assumption.
It could be anybody.
It could be his cousin. From who? It could be, but we don't. It's not in the scripture though.
Yes,
it's not. You would have to put your own ideology, your own opinion into that scripture. You would have to do that. Now, he was scared of a group of people gonna kill him in the land of Nod. Correct. When you go to Genesis chapter 6, you might see who these people are. Because in Genesis chapter 6 in the beginning it says the sons of God came down and they knew women. In the Bible, to know someone means to have sex with them, and they had children. These Nephilims had children with women, and then these women gave birth to Gibberines, which is mighty men, same root for the word Gabriel. So no, all the children do not come from Adam and Eve. Right there in Genesis chapter 6. No, in Genesis chapter 6, it literally tells you that they come from the sons of God.
Wait, hold on. Now,
wait. Go to Genesis chapter 6 and read it. No. Time out.
Genesis chapter 6. Wait, hold on. Let's be specific, right? Now
I'm being very specific.
No, listen. Humans come from Adam and Eve. When the angels come down and procreate with the daughters, right,
of men,
what does it say that they create? Giants.
No, Gibberines is the exact word in Hebrew. That's the word for giants. But these were humans. How? Because they were daughters of men.
Giants.
Yeah, Shaq is a giant, but they were daughters of men.
And so they're not just purely human.
All of them come from God anyway, because even Adam is called a son of God. So that don't That don't negate that these are genetic things. We know for a fact that it takes a Y chromosome and an X chromosome, or X and an X chromosome to create life. Two different species cannot procreate. This is what we know.
Well, no,
we don't even gotta
wait. Pause. Because now we're
going
to dive deeper into the alien, the alien procreation.
I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm not going. I'm not going there. All I'm saying is everything you're saying, we can't find it in the scripture.
You can.
So when we look at no, you can't, because you said they all. Sister, I understand you have a belief, but according to Genesis chapter 6, it is a belief, because in Genesis chapter 6, it tells you that all the people were not from Adam and Eve.
It differentiates when.
Okay, so how do you know Cain's wife wasn't from those people?
Angel's blood, right? Versus someone mixed with human blood. Okay,
but they are humans.
Says, wait, no. It literally says they assign a different title to people who are human mother, angel father. They give them a different title. Gibberine. I just gave it to you. Correct. So all that to say is that
all that mean is mighty men. It doesn't mean different species. Do you know? You know Hebrew?
Yes.
Yeah, there are literal giants that are people. You ever seen Shaquille O'Neal?
There are giants in
you ever seen the people with 6 fingers?
Who literally are different than us.
Me. No, I have 6 fingers.
And that is interesting.
Where did that come from?
Genetic mutations. I'm just saying.
see how she got a freestyle. Now we got to get you the freestyle. Look,
no,
sister,
that's what I do. I study genetic mutations, so I can.
Everything is all haplogroups are genetic mutations. We were just talking about that in the show yesterday. Okay, so just because
is that those giants were not genetic mutations.
They're humans. They were given birth from women, from daughters of men in Genesis chapter 6, 1-6.
And they have angel blood in them.
Okay, I'm not denying that. Angel just mean messenger. What the word is in Hebrew is melech. Melech does not negate the angels. Melech, sure, but human is a modern interpretation. God wouldn't have never said that. English didn't even exist. Human talk about something like ape. Ooh. We will all agree that we're not apes. So human is just colloquial talk for modern times. So you can't
Jesus
take modern
talk for the Savior when his name really wasn't that, but we're gonna deal with English since that's what we.
Yeah, no, we're going to deal with what the ancient text, alleged ancient text, say, because we got to get it correct.
Rebecca, so, hold on, Rebecca, you're being disingenuous.
I'm not.
Hold on. Let me say this, Rebecca, hold on. Let me make a statement. The fact that he said that the English language didn't even exist, and he's referencing things in its original text and language. How are you going to deny
that? I'm saying that language, right? Any language that we speak has translations, right? So it doesn't make it better.
Hold on. So I assume Hara was giving you context from the original language, right?
No, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Exactly.
He don't got to give me original context, baby. I
can't see it.
Right?
Okay, cool. So you should know that the angels are not called angel. Angel just mean messenger. Your mailman is an angel. For sure it is. It's the Greek word angelos. But in Hebrew, it gives you specific words. It's you cannot say they're not human. Then I'm gonna ask you, what is a human? Human is talking about a hominid. You don't believe in evolution because you believe in the Bible. So we got to be very pedantic when we talk about the text, because guess who translated the text? It's right on the front of the Bible. It say King James. King James commissioned 30 Germans to help him translate the text from the Latin Vulgate. Cool. So clearly they made mistakes based on their modern interpretations from 1611. At that time, they were imposing their context onto the text. That's a fact. I read Hebrew. I read ancient Egyptian. I read Greek sometimes. I really delve in languages. I read Sabian fluently. I'm a linguist, sister. I'm telling you, when it says Adam is a son of God, and then it says Yeshua, who we calling Jesus, is a son of God, yet you calling Adam a human, and then the sons of God came down and had sex with women. How can you have sex with somebody if you're not genetically compatible? Can a dog have sex? Can a dog have sex?
Angels
wasn't a question for you to.
No. Let's just pause right there, right? You're asking how.
So angels got penises, right?
They can, the thought is that angels can morph, or that they are built with.
Absolutely. I'm not disagreeing with that.
So wait,
they morph into a human.
You're trying to compare something that's solid, like a cat or a dog, to something that is literally otherworldly.
No, I'm saying that they're related.
Dimensions, okay, to deliver.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm saying they have to be genetically related. They're all sons of God. They're all bar Elohim.
We're all genetically
absolutely. I agree. We all are. That's my point. No. You're proving my point. We're all sons of God. Yes, it is. Go to Psalms 82, chapter 6.
I didn't say we're not.
Psalms chapter 82, verse 6. Well, I'm saying it. Go to Psalms chapter 82, verse 6.
No, the whole point of
I'll go to it. Don't worry about it.
Go to Psalms 82, verse 6.
I'll go to it.
You're going to see we're all sons of God. Watch this.
Hold on.
I'm not saying we're not. But you're trying to say that angels, right? Hold on,
Rebecca.
Share genetics.
Rebecca, I'm going to keep it gangster.
Yeah, we do. Absolutely, we do.
I'm going to keep it gangster.
We share genetics with cats, dogs, fleas.
No, we don't. But that's my point. We share genetics with. That's why we can procreate with angels, because we're similar. We're sons of God. Watch when he read chapter 82, verse 6.
Rebecca, I'm gonna be real. You ain't went to a scripture yet, baby. Now
I can tell you where the scripture's at. Y'all can read it for yourself.
I'm just saying, friend.
Oh, we got to go into the text when we talk about the text.
With the book, not your opinion.
Psalms 82, verse 6.
All right, here we go. 82, verse 6. And it says, I ain't gonna read like the Hebrew Israelites.
And it says,
all right, so it's like, I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
Stop. So when it says ye are gods, the word there for God is Elohim. When you go to Genesis chapter 1, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
Psalm what? 82,
verse 6.
Verse 6.
And Jesus quoted that same text when the fake Jews, the Pharisees, came to him and said, we don't stone you for healing people and teaching them. We stone you for saying you are God. And he said, well, is it not written in your law that ye are gods? And then they couldn't say nothing to him.
And this is why it's important, folks, to read your own Bible, right? In context,
it sure is, because that book you're reading is mistranslated. I'm finna show you. Hold on. We getting up. It surely is.
It's about unjust judges. So when you're reading this,
well, what's about unjust judges?
This is the Hebrew title of this is Psalms 82. It's called Unjust Judges.
So that doesn't matter. That doesn't.
It doesn't.
No, you cut me off, sister. You cut me off.
Hold on.
I didn't conflate it. Wait, sister.
Rebecca, hold on.
Rebecca, you cut me off though.
Hold on, Rebecca. Let him land, and then you come back and refute his point. Okay?
Yeah, because I substantiated my claim because she's trying to say I'm taking that out of context, and I'm not. But that's the same argument everybody try to make when they see that, and they go, "Oh shit!" But that's why I gave you when Jesus said, "Is it not written in your law that ye are gods?" When they condemned him for saying he God.
That's true.
That's in the New Testament. So if Jesus quote, I'm quoting it the same context that Jesus quoted it.
Now that's true.
That's a fact. Now that's in the New Testament. You want that scripture?
I know that. Keep going.
Okay, cool. So since that's a
hold on. So you're saying he's correct, right?
No, I'm gonna let him go all the way through, and then I'll refute.
Okay. No, say yes or no real quick to that. Say yes or no real quick to what he said.
I'm gonna let you go all the way through, and then I'll refute holistically, like Blu-ray said. Keep going.
No, I want you to answer his question.
I'm not gonna answer it. You can keep going.
I know. So when we say sons of God, bro, we're talking about an El. Elohim is used in Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now, this is how you know it's a mistranslation. It says Elohim barashif bala shamayim eretz. That's what it say. The Elohim there is the same exact word used in Psalms 82:6 that King James translators conveniently like to lowercase the G when that don't exist in Hebrew and write that in 82:6. So why would they translate one singular in Genesis 1 and then go to 82:6 and translate it plural? I can show you that many times in the Bible. That's just one correlation because it's on topic. So these beings are sons of God. Adam is called a son of God. Jesus is saying he's the son of God, the son of man, meaning he's Messiah, El Mashiach. He taking it another level. And then when they refuted what he said, that we don't condemn you for doing these things, we condemn you for saying you God. How dare you, black man? Well, is it not written in your law that ye are gods? Okay, so how can you say something to me about saying I'm gods when it's written right there in your law? That verse is not taken out of context. So my point is this: beings come down here, we're calling Nephilim. Nephilim means to fall. So when they fall into what we call in a human state. She admitted that they can transfigure into humans. I agree. Melchizedek did it when he was talking to Abraham. Gabriel did it when he was talking to Mary. I can go further. And Gabriel knew Mary too, and then she gave birth to Jesus, but we ain't gonna go there yet. Let's not get sidetracked. Because we know now she's admitting that angels can have sex with humans and give birth to humans. That's why Jesus is called a son of man and a son of God. So my point is this: when you get to Genesis chapter 4 and Cain goes to marry somebody that's not his sister, it never mentions that that's his sister. In no scripture. In no scripture does it say that.
Hold on. Who you say?
Cain. He went to the land of Nod and found a wife. It don't even say it's his sister.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay,
See, we was arguing about Abraham calling him, what's her name, Sarah, his sister.
No, he said that's my half sister. That's what he said.
Right, he did. So we arguing about that, but Abraham can say that, and we can argue if he was lying about that or not. That's whatever. I'm not gonna go there. I'm trying to prove a point. If he went there and he can say his sister, why didn't Cain say that was his sister? It's no text that says that that's his sister. You would have to read Genesis 5 and assume that's his sister. But my argument to that is Genesis 6. How would you know it's not his sister and not one of the beings that came from the heavens? You wouldn't know, because there's no scripture that differentiates. All of the angels have the word El at the end of their name. That's God. You wouldn't know. What sons of God? The sons of God came down.
You just taught me something. So every angel
we know of that's mentioned: Mikael, Michael, Jibrael, Gabriel, Uriel, El.
I did not know that, bro.
Yeah, bro. Mikael means who dares to be like El. Jibrael is the same word we talk about right now, Gibor, which means a mighty man. It don't mean giant, actually. It means a mighty man. Okay. And when Gabriel, Gabriel got the same root of that word we talk about in Genesis 6. So he's not a fallen angel. So why is he called Jibrael?
Okay. Hey, real quick. So somebody in the comments, they got to be respectful. They said, how long before you land?
I'll land it there. Go ahead.
Okay. So first things first, I never said that Cain married his sister. I said he married a descendant of, right, Adam and Eve. So there's a distinction, right? We don't know who he marries. To Har's point, we don't know who he marries. We know he marries a descendant of Adam and Eve. Now, even the giants are technically descendants of Adam and Eve. Why? Because the women who are their mothers and who, whatever, they are descendants of Adam and Eve, which is why every person on this earth has DNA from Adam and Eve, because even the giants who are half human from Adam and Eve descendants, half angel from whoever their fathers were, right? That's how they come. So everyone on this earth, whether they were giants, whether they were whatever, I'm using the English word human because that's
you a geneticist.
Wait, no.
No, I'm just asking if you said you're a geneticist.
No, I said I do genetic research.
Okay.
Wait, I
didn't mean to cut you. I just wanted to hear that real quick. Go ahead.
We all got descended from the two people who came here. Other people, to your point, giants, right? They have descent from other sources, but still Adam and Eve are part of their heritage. Okay. Now, as far as the chapter that you were looking at, right? Psalms 82 is about unjust judges. And one of the things is that we as people, right? We have the characteristics of God. He made us in his image, right? Let us make man in our image. One of the things that people don't understand or that they forget about God is every characteristic that you have, your humor, right? The ways that you can communicate, it can be a characteristic.
Hold on, I apologize. Rebecca, hold on. At Try the Ghost, I put the StreamYard link. Pull up, Try the Ghost. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Right. Well, no, some people literally have the Eve gene. Try P the Ghost.
Are you talking about mitochondrial Eve?
So Yeah.
What's a Eve gene? Are you talking about mitochondrial Eve?
Correct. They call it the Eve
You
gene.
do know mitochondrial Eve wasn't the first woman, right?
No, they're just saying you can take it back for that far, and with DNA you can take it back really far, right? So
no, but I'm saying genetics says that she wasn't the only woman on Earth, and it's just that we all descend from that one that lived on. There were women before her.
Right. No, I understand that. That. But he's saying you can't take it back that far. No, you can take it back super far, right? Based on that. So back to Psalms 82, right? We are
the judges.
That chapter is to other humans, right? So it's telling them the unjust judge, they have set themselves up as God. Just like God acknowledges the gods of Egypt are gods, right? Anything you idolize becomes a god. Right. And so even in that, it's not to say that, no, the sons of God, right, who are angels, I'm not refuting that they're not sons of God. I'm not refuting that we are not sons of God. I'm saying that we are different in being sons of God, right? Saying that they have a different structure, a different way that they can operate outside of how we humans, right, we're made to operate on this earth. We can't jump.
The fallen ones did operate like that.
And all of that, right? They don't even operate the same now anymore as the other ones, right? So I'm not refuting the fact that the angels that came down aren't sons of God. They definitely are. They have their own distinct, and they made their own distinct people when they procreated with humans on the earth, is what I was saying. So I'm not refuting what you're saying in that regard, but I also do have a different perspective in that there are no mistakes and translations. It's about how we modernly interpret. And here's why. And I've given this perspective. Wait, I'm gonna let you.
I ain't cutting you off. I'm just making a gesture.
No, I'm giving you this perspective.
Hold on, Rebecca, respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that he want to talk and substantiate, and you want to talk and substantiate. But the way you have a conversation, and this is the way I do on my platform. If somebody says something and that person doesn't agree, that person has a right to interject and tell you to prove it. So just listening to people monologue without people challenging them, that's not a real conversation to me. If you say something, prove that. Then you prove it, then you get back to your content. So after you land, we're gonna go back and forth, and we're gonna have
I understand that.
Because at first,
she deserved the opportunity to land.
He challenged you, and I'm being real, Becca. I didn't see you substantiate anything, but I ain't taking sides. I'm just here, I'm just saying you falling off like Rose her.
Hey, Blue, when she finished, make sure you got Psalms 82:7 ready, because that's going to debunk what she's saying.
See how Rose her leaning to the side. That's how your argument is, Rebecca.
Hey, and let me tell you something, Rebecca. Me and this brother Blu-ray don't even agree on all this religion stuff. So he ain't taking
at all. But I can't say he teach me a lot. No, Karen, don't do that. Don't do that, Karen. Come on. I know that's your cousin. Don't do that, man. Come on. I'm a fair person, Karen. Come on.
All I'm saying is, my final point was that, see, we have difference on how we look at scripture, right? So I believe in the God.
It shouldn't be no difference. It should be what the language say.
No, I'm gonna just tell you what I say, right?
Okay.
And 30K, jump in whenever you feel like it, my brother.
I believe in the God that created the heaven and earth, right?
Okay.
All the things from, and so
Me
I
too.
believe he's as great as that, being the creator, that if he's not a great God who can't keep one book to himself as purely and perfectly. Now, our interpretations of things might be different, right? We use bad in a positive connotation, right? We use corny the way we use it. We make up words and all the things to give context and whatever to our meanings and everything. So I just personally believe that if my God's so great to create a whole universe with all its intricacies and all of its atoms and all the things, that he can keep one book to himself, that it is actually perfect, that, you know what I mean? And that when people do try to mess with it, defile it, or to change it, they always name it something different.
When you say keep one book to himself, what do you mean?
That's the Bible. One book to himself. It's his book.
It was never one book though until they compiled text and put it together.
When I say one book, right, I'm talking about his scriptures that he has decided to disseminate to us to believe in the evidence that Jesus came, died for our sins, resurrected as God incarnate, right? That's what I'm talking about, that as a holistic approach,
I got you.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, you when you went into Psalms 82, what you said didn't refute nothing I said. So when you go to Psalms 82:7, it literally says, "Would die."
Hold on, you went out.
Hey, can you catch me up? I'm just trying to follow. What is it like a statement that was said? A question? What was it?
This all started from Trey trying to prove polygamy, to prove why he got O's. And I said, well, if you believe it, he said men aren't meant to be monogamous. I said men are made to be monogamous. That's what Genesis said. Originally, we were made to be monogamous. Sin came in.
All right.
We became polygamous.
Sin came in. We became. There's no scripture that say you were meant to be monogamous. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, ain't no scripture in the Bible that say that.
Oh, okay.
That you were meant to be monogamous. But there's some in the New Testament that come from Paul that say some things. But you know, Paul admitted that he was lying and all that. He never met Jesus. But that's another topic. When you talked about Psalms 82, you didn't refute nothing that I said. You didn't refute when I made the correlation to Psalms 82:6 to John 10:34 when Jesus quoted it the same way that I did. That's substantiated in Psalms 82:7 when it admits that, but we will die like men because we being judged for being wrong. But your soul is eternal, so you're still a son of God. You didn't refute that. So my point of even saying that is because the angels can have sex with them because they're genetically related. They're sons of God. I said a dog can't have sex with a woman and have a kid because they're not genetically related.
But they
when
are.
The angels come here.
Is what I said.
You said what?
I said, but they are.
Who?
We're all genetically related to everybody. Whatever bounds God puts on those genetics is the bounds he puts on. But we literally share.
No, we're not genetically related to a dog.
Genetics. How much genetics do we overlap with a dog?
Sister, now you get into evolution. Do you believe in evolution or do you believe in the Bible?
I believe, right, that the Lord created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Then God said, let there be light. And then there was light. And even in the morning was the first day, right? Keep going down.
Even though he didn't create the sun until the fourth day in Genesis 1:14, but that's another subject. What I'm saying is we are clearly a separate species from a rat, a dog. We're definitely different species from a rat and a dog in science and in the Bible.
What did I say? I said we share genetics. See, sharing genetics.
I said we're different. No, sharing genetics is very vague. That's very vague.
DNA.
Very vague.
DNA. Let me be more specific.
Yeah, sharing genetics is when you speak in it, you're conflating modern science with.
Okay, I want everyone right now to Google how much DNA do we have overlapping with a dog.
The better example was you should have said a chimpanzee. You should have said a chimp.
No, I want to see a dog because we.
Okay, cool, but that's not going to be species genetics.
Rose,
that's evolution.
Can you answer us how much DNA we share with dogs?
Rose,
that's not my point. You're sidestepping. You're bug dancing right now. That's not my point. You definitely are.
84%. My point was this.
Listen. When you Google,
wait.
I'm hold on, sister. Hold on, Becky. Hold on. When you Google something and they say we're 84%, I'm gonna ask you: is that autosomal DNA? Is that nuclear DNA? Is that junk DNA? It gets very specific. You cannot conflate the science of genetics to this little bitty term. And I'm just simply saying we're just different species. I'm speaking very specific.
You're trying to say that we share genetics.
I'm saying that we can't have sex with a dog and give birth to a baby.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
You're trying to say as if, right?
No, I'm not. No, I'm telling you what I'm saying. No.
I got you. Hold on, Rebecca. He literally substantiated his point that we could not procreate with a dog. He did say that.
That's what I'm saying. Correct. So we're different species. So to even bring that up is irrelevant.
And do you believe we're different species than the angels that came down and procreated with women?
No, sir. No, ma'am. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
And this is why we're having this conversation, okay?
Certainly because you don't know the language. When you look.
I'm sorry, I do. And I'm saying.
You know the language? What does it mean?
I'm saying this, right? I'm saying this. Angels are one thing. Humans are another. We do share genetics. Why? Because God made all of us. Okay. And I'm saying that whatever their
That's
capabilities
not my point, sister. You
are, wait,
sidestepping
I'm
again.
saying I'm saying whatever their capabilities are, that does not deflect
We're not
from the
talking
fact
capabilities.
that angels and humans made giants. I don't understand why we're arguing
Sister. Why we are because these giants are still people that we can have sex with. You can have a baby with that giant. Giant does not
Not
mean
anymore.
different species.
Wait. We
Not
cannot
anymore. Shaquille O'Neal got all type of babies.
No,
Look,
no. We can
sister.
We can no longer procreate with angels. Why?
That's an assumption, sister. I'm not gonna go there with you. You're not substantiating nothing you saying with no text. Listen, you going all over. Because if you ask me that again, we gonna go down a real rabbit hole, and I'm gonna ask you how Jesus was born, how he get his Y chromosome. We gonna go. If you ask me that one more time, I'm gonna really go there with you and show you what Gabriel did with Mary. Let's not go there.
Oh, you believe in that track of things.
I don't believe in nothing. I know the language. It's not a belief. I know what the language say, but you believe what King James translators translate.
I don't even read the King James translation, so that is a major assumption.
You believe, but all the English ones we use today come from the King James translation.
No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. The one, it comes from the original scrolls, the translation that I use.
Wait, first of all, one of my questions was what was the original book of Genesis?
When I say original, it comes from the scrolls that we now have, right? Dead Sea Scrolls. I don't use.
They don't come from the Dead Sea Scrolls. The Dead Sea Scrolls are not even the Apocrypha is not even considered a part of the canon because it disagrees with their modern text.
I don't use a translation that comes from the King James translation.
Okay, sister, what translation do you use so I can use that one?
Complete Hebrew Bible.
You couldn't possibly use the Complete Hebrew Bible. You're using an English translation.
Oh, Complete Hebrew Bible.
Is it written in nothing but Hebrew?
Complete Jewish Bible might be the official.
By the Jews? Come on, sister. You talk about the Masoretic text. That's what the King James Bible. When you go to the Blue Letter Bible, Blue Letter Concordance, they're literally using the Masoretic text. King James uses the Latin Vulgate. All of this is related. These translate. That's why I asked you where's the original book of Genesis. We can get to the nitty gritty, but you couldn't give it to me, and I know you can't because can't nobody give it to us. You can't go to. You can't go to.
We don't know where it's at.
No, we do know. I'm gonna tell you where because we finna get real. We finna go there.
All right. So where is the original Genesis?
The book of Genesis is a Sumerian text. So look, it's clearly a plagiarism from the Sumerian text all day long. So if you can't produce a so-called Hebrew book of Genesis that predate the Sumerian text, you can't be serious because it's the same story, literally, except from the perspective of the ancient language, not modern translations from Europeans that translated it from the Latin and the Greek. And why was it even in Greek in the first place? Why is the Codex Sinaiticus written in Greek? Why? Greek didn't even exist in Abraham's time.
Well, we make the assumption, though, that it did not.
That's not an assumption. The Greek Empire didn't even exist during Abraham's alleged time that he lived.
Hey, hurrah. So Try in the comments said the Quetzze cult predates the Sumerians.
The who?
It's Quetzze cult.
Quetzalcoatl?
Yeah, predates the Sumerians.
Man, he talk about some Mayan stuff in America. I'm not going to agree or disagree with that. We can go down a whole nother rabbit hole, and I'm with him and I'm not with him.
I think the point is that the original written book.
But the original Quetzalcoatl text is not the exact same thing as a story.
No,
when it's talking about the flood story, when it's talking about, there are many flood stories around the world. Let's get that clear. But the Sumerian text story is specifically talking about the creation of men by gods. Like it says in Genesis 1:1, even though King James Version conveniently says God, like it says in all of these texts, that's what that's coming from. That Sumerian text is the exact same story, whether it's the Atrahasis. Do you study Akkadian? You read Akkadian? Okay, so you wouldn't even know what I'm saying. Whether it's the Gilgamesh epics, which is written in Babylonian Akkadian, or if it's the Eridu Genesis written in Sumerian cuneiform. Either one, whichever way you want to go. Atrahasis would be the Akkadian. Utnapishtim would be the Babylonian. Zeusudra would be the Sumerian. All these in the same period. Ironically, in the same place they claim where the Garden of Eden is. I don't agree with that because in Genesis 1 they say something different. But this is what modern scholars and Judeo-Christianity teaches, that where the so-called Garden of Eden was in Mesopotamia. That's what they say. I don't agree, but that's what they say.
Wow.
Now, if you're talking about the Greek language of the Codex Sinaiticus, the oldest Bible that they have written in Greek, the Greek nation didn't even exist at the time of Adam and Eve. So why would it be written in Greek? The Greeks didn't come around until...
Could it be translated in Greek?
Sure, you can translate it, but then you have to learn... Listen, when you translate in text, you got to know those people culture to translate that language, or you're going to misinterpret, in some cases, actually plagiarize, or really just mistranslate on purpose, which is some cases they did. Some cases they
You can't do that. You can't do that, Harai. Why would somebody mistranslate on purpose? That's a question.
So my question, I'm gonna answer your question with a question. Why isn't the Dead Sea Scrolls in the Bible?
I can't answer that. I'm man enough.
So the answer to that is the answer to your question. The answer is this: because it disagrees with their narrative. So why would they not put the Dead Sea Scrolls in there when it's actually got Hebrew and Aramaic, not Greek? Why would they not add it to the canon of the Bible text? Why wouldn't they? Because it disagrees with their narrative. You know why?
So what's their narrative?
The narrative is the same thing the Sumerian narrative is. What I'm saying, which goes back to Genesis 4, 5, and 6, when it's talking about multiple beings participating in something that happened. Whether you want to call them aliens, I'm not going to go there. Whether you want to go interdimensional beings, I'm not going to go there. All these things are lost in translation because we're equating ancient concepts to modern concepts, which is what King James and his little flunkies did all day long. Or there will be no need to add a lowercase g in the languages that didn't have upper or lowercase letters.
Okay, real quick, 30K, you got any input on what's been said so far?
Yo, you muted, bro.
30K.
Damn, I just hit this thing. Wow. Okay. Anyway, not at the moment. I want them to stamp check their points, and then I can probably have an input. But
okay,
I understand. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
My point is that the Dead Sea Scrolls narrative is the same as the Sumerian text narrative, which is the same as the Egyptian text narrative, which is the same as what the so-called original Hebrew would have been if you read it in the original grammatical way what Hebrew's supposed to be. But ironically, the English and the Greek and the Latin translations do not equate. Why? That goes back to our point about Genesis 4, 5, and 6, back to Genesis 1, back to John 10, when Jesus substantiated what I said, when he said, hey, we all gods. What's the point? Is it not written in your law? He looked at him like this. Is it not written in your law that ye are gods? Yeah, okay, cool. So you're all sons of God. Bet. We don't call dogs and chimps sons of gods for a reason. Like, we not finna go there. Because in there it says El. Like I told you, Blue. All the angels' name got El on the end of it. And then it just called us Elohim in 82:6. And then Jesus substantiated in John 10:34. So we know we can't have sex with a dog and give birth to no offspring. You can't have sex with a chimp and give birth to no offspring. So how is it that when these Nephil, they fall down in Genesis 6, are able to have sex with daughters of men?
So you're saying that these were actually human beings, or
she agreed that they took the form of humans. She agreed to that already.
She did.
And then I said Melchizedek did it. Then I mentioned Gabriel did it, who's not a fallen angel. He come to do work. Yet he taking the form of humans. You see?
So all of this, I want to recap the talking points for 30K. Okay, the Har's point was right. So this started off talking about giants, as you see, and all the things, right?
Not really, but
well, I told you this was originally Trey's plea at polygamy.
Gibrahim don't mean giant; it just mean mighty man.
Even though
that's there's a mistranslation right there.
So this all started Trey's plea for polygamy, even though he ain't got no wives. Okay, this is how this all started. This is how this all started. All right.
Hold on. 30K. No, 30K. Let me give her context because she's not giving context. Me.
She low key throwing shots.
Hold on, it's cool. So let me get up because like these women is terrible. But listen, yeah, I said what I said, Rose. I seen that little whatever. Listen, that's why one side of your head heavier than the other. Look, let me say
it. He might be the one.
Hey, she shot town though. I rock with Rose. She shot town. She from the north, but she's still cool though.
So look, 30K, what happened was we were talking about polygamy and monogamy. I said men are not naturally monogamous, and Rebecca said that we are. So my statement was, then we started talking about the Bible, whatever. So she said that I said, well, if men are naturally monogamous, that means you telling me that God condones incest, but he doesn't condone polygamy. Because if Adam and Eve were the first two people on earth, then that means the world had to be populated through incest. That means that Adam and Eve had a son. All right. Either that son slept with the mother, or they had another child and the siblings consummated and they slept together and then they started having children. Right. Or they had a daughter. Either Adam slept with his own daughter, or they had another child and a sister slept with the brother. That's right. The only way the world could be populated if Adam and Eve were the only people created. It's common sense. 1 + 1 = 2. We're going to add 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just basic numerology, right? So, why would God condone monogamy? I mean, why would God condone incest, but not condone polygamy? Somebody got to make me understand that. So 30K, that's the context. So
wait, let me add on to that so I can tell him why I was saying all of that.
Okay.
So that's his position, and I'm arguing for Blue right now. Because she's saying that in Genesis, all these people come from Adam and Eve, and I'm proving that no, they don't.
Yes, they do.
But she's yet to give any scripture that says
we literally went right in the text to show that there were daughters born, okay, up to Adam and Eve. These daughters.
No, stop. No, we didn't. Show that verse again. Show that verse.
Rebecca,
show that scripture. Show that scripture.
Respectfully, you didn't go to a scripture, baby. You did.
I'm talking about during the time of Cain and Abel, after Cain killed Abel. Show that scripture. So it got to be from Genesis 1-4.
No, it doesn't have to be from Genesis 1-4.
Of course, because in Genesis 4, Cain went to find a wife at Nod. It got to be 1-4.
And here's what we said. In 30K, this is the perfect time for you to interject, right? Because I said, right, well, in chapter 1 of Genesis, we see an overview of creation. We get detail about that creation, specifically,
allegedly,
right, about Adam and Eve and how that creation process went in Genesis chapter 2. So I said, while it's not every chapter straight line, right?
Why?
It's sometimes overview, then it's detail, then it's overview sometimes, then it's
detail, it's just out of order, sister.
So
the book's out of order.
We got different opinions on that.
No, this ain't no opinion. We're not gonna sit
right
there.
Now. All I'm saying, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I think I got the premise now. I think I got the premise.
And this is how we got here.
Because God ain't the God of confusion. We shouldn't have interpretations and opinions. It should just be what it is.
All right. Trying to remember some stuff. I'm actually in the house too, so now if anyone was to pop up, and I got my laptop, so I can actually go and dig through some stuff and then try to pull some information. Just a fair warning, but I'm pretty fair when it comes to exchange of information. All right, so
wait, 30K, before you kick it off, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's your religious belief?
I will say that I'm a believer. I don't like using the word Christian just because of where it came from.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a Roman terminology, and before that, they were not called Christians; they were called.
He's arguing my point right now. Go ahead.
Rose, hold on, 30K. I'm being petty. Rose, you're a Christian, right?
Absolutely.
Don't get me started on Rose.
I'm staying out of this. I'm just listening. It's very interesting to hear you all's perspective. But go ahead, 30K.
No, I ain't no. We coming from here. I ain't no perspective. Go ahead, 30K.
Wait. Before you go 30K, let's get clear. I'm quoting specific scriptures and even going into the Hebrew, showing it how it's different from what King James saying. This ain't no perspective. This is according to their translations and mistranslations.
Hey, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. Hara is an actual historian. That's why I brought him on the platform. I know that. So I brought a big dog on the platform to have this conversation because I know he know his stuff. So
Okay, so
go ahead, 30K.
So I will say this too, like I said, this is not a threat or anything like that. This is just so that you understand where I'm coming from. I don't work tomorrow, so I'm actually off tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. Monday I got to drive back down to Georgia so I can go to work. But I can be up until Trey says, "Nah, we cutting this off." All right. That's the first premise. The second premise is I'm asking. This is just so that we can all be fair and respectful to each other, to not use subtext or to use double speak. Right? Let's be very literal in what we're saying so that we understand where we're coming from. Not the okay, I'm saying this, but my body language or my tone is actually different from what I'm saying. And the reason why I'm saying that is just so that we understand where we're coming from. And then we can have a great discussion and not it be an argument or anything like that. So it's not going to be taken out of context. Is that fair?
Absolutely. I'm speaking very matter-of-factly into the joint. That's why I'm going directly to the text. I'm not giving my opinion.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna go to certain points of time, right? That is recorded in the Bible, is also recorded in other things around the world to show certain things have been put out of context. So just to put in perspective,
30K, before you go, just make sure you show what the language say in conjunction with that English version of it.
No, I get you. I'm just gonna ask a few questions and then I'll state a point to it.
For sure.
All right. So the first question, this is to everybody. The Egyptians, the original Egyptians, were they black or were they what they look like today?
Black. It look like everybody on this panel right now.
Do we all agree on that? Okay. All right. So that was just a test question, just so that we like I understand where we're going to be talking from. So there were certain points of time, right? Yes, Adam and Eve was created, and God said to be fruitful and multiply. All right. I take things from the standpoint that once God says yes, it's okay. If God says no, then that's the law that's been given to me. God gives laws to different people, and they have to follow that. There's the reason why you had people of the way, and then you had those people that broke away from the way, and they went into mysticism and sorcery. So there's two groups that split from that. All right. And that second group, we don't really have too much information on it. I mean, but they have basically went through time to where we hear them or calling themselves secret societies, because that sorcery and that mysticism, if they're not following God, they're following another being, the being that basically drug 1/3 of the angels down to heaven, right? In that judgment. So that being said, right?
The Nephilim, right?
Well, it's the angels that basically was cast down to
Nephilim means to be cast down, to fall down.
Yes. All right. So once they fell upon the earth, that means that they fell with, the Adam and Eve's descendants. The mixture did happen. Right now, people say, "Well, what happened to them?" I believe that what happened to them is that the flood got them because of the amount of what's the term? It's not corruption. I'm trying to think of another word.
Oh, you think the flood killed everybody?
Well, I'm like I said, just from my point, I think that
I'm just asking. You can say yes or no, and I'll let you go.
Yeah, I do believe that it killed a large population. Now, of course, right? I do believe in what the Bible says. I mean, that's just my belief, right? The ark was made, and then a large population of the earth was basically killed in the flood. All right. Now, that being said, from that point, was Goliath, who was a Nephilim, was that before Noah or after Noah?
After Noah, because he was fighting David, and David is clearly after Moses, and Moses. Go ahead,
Okay.
keep cooking, keep cooking.
Okay.
That's why I said you think they killed everybody, but they didn't, or Goliath wouldn't have been there. But yeah,
Okay. All right. That being said, another point that people miss is that David only killed Goliath, but David's mighty men killed the rest of his family. And his family were all abominations. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Abominations. The abominations, once God says, kill these abominations, that's just what's going to happen. We have to obey that. But think about it, right? Just so that we can be, very, very literal. There's certain things that God tells us to do, and we don't do it. We don't do it at all. And then we come up with our own
absolutely,
interpretation, and then things change, and then it's recorded in history differently. So
absolutely.
to substantiate my point and land, that's the thing. So I do try to pray as much as I can and then fight the thoughts, because just like in Romans chapter 8, where it speaks that you can be carnally minded or spiritually minded. If you're carnally minded, that is enmity. Enmity is defined as deep-seated hatred. So if it's enmity towards God, you have a deep-seated hatred towards God, which means you're going to naturally disrespect God on all things that you do, even though in your head or in your heart, you're saying you're not doing that. And then your actions will show. So I'll land on that point. Hopefully that answers your question.
When you land, I like that. Do you think it's deceitful and going against God to change His word?
Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
Okay,
You being a historian, that means that you're tracking or understanding that there was a time period where the Gnostics came out and they were really trying to defile the word of God. And they
I
came
would
up with
say
their
that
own
the
way.
people even before the Gnostics was defiling the so-called word of God, and the people that we got our Bible from was copying off the Gnostics.
Okay. And then the other piece too is Catholicism is not Christianity, for the record, y'all. Y'all know that, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's another modern day, and I'm not trying to get a strike on your page, Trace. I'm gonna try to watch my words.
And I'm
But
already demonetized here, but it's all good.
Oh
yeah.
damn.
So the thing is like some of these groups, like I remember I was talking to someone about this, and he was a part of a secret society. And those secret societies actually would talk about certain things that happen, but naturally, because they want to remain a secret society, they won't really talk to you like straight. They always talk in code. And that's just how they communicate, which is it's a weird language, but that's how they talk. Right.
Talk like a snake with a forked tongue.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
So
they do.
when we're talking about it, and somebody was like Christian this, Christian that, and I was like, Catholicism is not Christianity. And then the guy said something, right? Well, let me say that I was talking to someone else. The other guy, what caught his attention, he was like, "Oh, you know the word or something." I forgot how he said it, and I was like, "Yeah, but I'm not a part of that group. I choose not to be a part of that group. That's just my belief in the Lord." And what's it? Exodus 20 verse 3. I will not have any other gods before him, and I will not serve two masters. And he respected me for that. He was like, "Okay, I understand." I was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to follow that track." Right.
30K, can I chop it up with you?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Do
ahead.
you know would you be able to, are you so sure that you will put your soul on it?
So,
That verse you just quoted is translated correctly.
well, I will say that that's the only premise that I have, understanding that I will not put any other gods before Elohim. So that I'm gonna follow it to that T.
So this is my point. When you say you gonna follow to the T, you got a lot of integrity. You are at mercy of the translators. We know they're translators because you're saying it in English, and it wasn't written in English. English didn't exist like Greek didn't exist. In fact, English come from descendancy of Germanic languages that come from Greek and Latin, and it's all compiled. So
Okay.
we are at mercy to trust these Europeans that translated this text, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll say
Now, hold
yes.
on,
Okay.
now, hold on. Now, my pushback for you is why y'all Why do y'all? I mean, this the issue me and you had in the past. Why do y'all go with the European rhetoric when the Bible clearly describes Jesus as a black man?
Good question.
Now let me play it. Let me land. This is my thing. If white people own the Bible, plagiarize the Bible, why wouldn't they describe Jesus as a white man? And then not only that, why wouldn't they tell stories from a white land?
Because it ain't if they own the Bible. All you gotta do is anybody real quick.
No. Answer my question, bro.
I'm about to.
You're dancing.
I don't do no buck dancing. I don't do no buck dancing. All y'all gotta do is Google who owns the copy. Does England own the copyright to the Bible? And you will know who owns it. Now, why would they do that?
What did I do with what I said though?
Because you asked why would they? That was a part of the question.
I didn't ask them about no copyright.
No, you asked about if white people own it.
Okay, but what I'm saying, if it's a white people book, why didn't they glorify?
It's a white people book because they translated it. Would you agree that white folks translated that book?
Okay, watch this. Okay, so watch this.
Hold on, because
hold on.
I want to answer your question, bro.
Watch this. Hold on. I got you. Let's say I had an adopted father, but let's say my adopted father was white. My adopted father gave me something, just anything written. So I take what he said, but now I translate it, I communicate it, but it come from a white man, but it came to me. But people think it came to me because I'm black. But I'm only comparing what my white father told me.
But it really come from the white father.
Exactly. So again,
the difference is this. It's mistranslated, bro. You are at the mercy of the translators.
Okay,
we just agreed that we're at the mercy of the translators.
So, hold on, but watch this. And bro, the Bible is spiritual. It's not natural. And respectfully, this is what I mean.
I don't disagree with that.
Hold on. Listen, I love your education. I swear to God, I do. That's why me and you friends. That's why we talk. We had these conversations. But where you miss me at is when you speak from a literal, natural context, and you don't see the Bible from a grace-filled spiritual interpretation.
Nah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree.
Can I finish? When you don't come from a grace or holy, okay, because see, bro, listen.
So you saying I'm not coming from a holy place? Is that what you saying?
I didn't say that. Don't do that, right?
I'm just asking.
I know you're a good brother and you're a righteous brother. That's not what I'm saying. But the Bible literally says Jesus don't teach us. You do know that, right? The Bible says the Holy Spirit will lead you and guide you in all truth. So the Holy Spirit is your teacher.
So Jesus, the Holy Spirit ain't teaching me?
I didn't say that. I didn't say
hurrah. Seriously, brother. I mean, I get it. I see the smile on your face. That's why when I came in and I made the statement.
No. I'm not doing what you said I was doing, 30K. I'm dead serious when I say this.
Yeah,
so
but
what I'm saying is not valid because it don't agree with you?
No, wait. I'm saying let him finish, and then you can say what do you have to say to it.
No, 30K. Now this is like my brother. We good. We do this all the time.
Okay.
This is my friend in real life. We rock for real. So, and we had this argument. Sure. We had this argument all the time. So that's why I love having I love having this with him. Just like I do Ali. Ali in the comments talking about he got his baby in his arm. Nigga, you can still get on stream, but okay, whatever. So listen. Oh, Rose got a strong man.
Oh, he in here right now? Hey, what up, Ali?
Yeah, he in the comments. But listen,
yeah, my bad. What's up, Ali?
Let me say this, bro. I respect what you're saying, but like I said, when you read the Bible from a spiritual context, when you understand it from a spiritual context, because the Bible literally says that a natural man or a carnal-minded man cannot even understand the things of God. So when we're coming from a spiritual aspect, we gonna miss each other every time. Now, when you come from a historian context, when it comes to you doing your research from a historical standpoint, 100% on point. When it comes to the translation of the original text, you are 100% on point. But even with that, we don't read it from that. We read it from a spiritual perspective, and it's unfollowable. I land my plane.
I don't agree. You're not. You are. Y'all. Everybody on here is very spiritual people. I can tell by how you vibrate and how we talking. So, but the same thing you can apply to me. You said to me, apply that to them European translators. Since no man can understand it, how could they translate something from an ancient language, from ancient languages, and then translate it into English, and then at the same time not put the Apocrypha in the Bible because it disagrees with their context of it. When you just said that we don't understand, we got to be led by the Holy Spirit.
No, I said the Holy Spirit is our teacher, is what I said.
That's what I mean by lead. When you teaching somebody, you lead them somewhere. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't mind you saying that to me, long as you apply that same logic to these Bible translators. I don't got a problem with the word of God.
All right. They're not alive, sir. The translators are dead.
No, but the people that's propagating their agenda is alive and well.
Who?
That's why I keep bringing up why they don't bring the Apocrypha by the church fathers, the people that run the church. And there's different churches. Whether you talk about the Catholic Church, where we know they're not, I know the brothers say they're not Christian. Whether you talk about the Lutherans, if you talk about the Baptists, whoever, and the people that owns the copyrights to the Bible, which is England.
Ali, shut up. Unless you coming up, man. Get out the comments, bro.
Apply that to them. Go ask the preachers, go ask the bishops, go ask the imams, go ask the rabbis. And if you ask the rabbis behind closed doors, they gonna mess around and tell you something. You gonna come back and be like, damn, Hadar, you was right. And I'm like, I know, bro, it's cool. But go ask them to do that same thing.
Listen,
hold on. Let me go ask them to substantiate for the sister Rebecca when I asked her, where's the original book of Genesis? Because you expecting us to trust on your man, you as a man. You expecting us to trust on you as a man flesh, a European at that has committed atrocities with this. Hold on.
I'm rocking with you, but listen, bro, listen. The Bible is spiritual, bro. It's not natural.
Okay, but the Bible, is it not? Hold on. Let's have a dialogue. Was it translated by these Europeans? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so it's spiritual originally, but then they altered it, right?
It's not altered.
It is altered, bro, because they just.
Can I let my point? Can I let? My response to you is not. What's the word you just used?
Altered.
It's not altered when you look at it from the context, from a spiritual
I disagree, bro.
Sorry, bro.
I disagree.
Can I
can be
hold on, watch it.
You can be first. I got. Hey, Rebecca, I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna let you go, Blu-ray. I'm just gonna tell her.
No, I'm gonna ask you a spiritual question now.
All of this is spiritual, bro.
No. I'm gonna ask you a spiritual question. Can you roll?
Go ahead.
You asked Becca a question. Now we gonna.
No, I didn't ask her a question. I was trying to tell her that she can go after I answer your question because I still ain't answered your question.
Let's talk from a spiritual perspective.
Hey, 30K, he ain't let me answer his question yet.
Hebrews 11:1 means what? Says what?
Open the Bible and read it.
Now faith is the substance of things for hope for and the evidence of things not seen. Now, my question is you. No. What does that mean? From a spiritual perspective.
Come on, bro. My answer to you is
stay with the context.
I am. You ain't even. All I said was my answer to you is, and you said I didn't even get it out.
Yeah, y'all definitely brothers from another mother.
I want to hear this. Hold on,
30K. Hey, 30K, we do this all the time, bro.
I want to hear it. You still ain't interpreted from a spiritual perspective.
No, you are asking, bro. Let me just flat out tell you. You are asking me to interpret
Hebrew, Greek. I don't hear none of that bull crap. I want to hear you interpret it from the Spirit of God Himself.
Oh man.
You asking me to interpret something from the Spirit of God that didn't come directly from the Spirit of God and saying it's spiritual.
Sir,
do you not see the contradiction in that, bro?
Can I ask something?
Hold on, Rebecca, one more time.
Do you not see that? Wait, 30K. Do you not see the contradiction in that?
Hurrah, that was a nice swivel. Oh boy,
it wasn't a swivel, bro.
It
wasn't a swivel.
No. I got stuff for this.
Let me go on mute.
Y'all are leaning. Y'all. We agree that we are leaning. We are at the translator's mercy to believe.
No. I'm about to answer. I'm about to ask you something to that. How powerful is your God?
How powerful, sister? I worship the Most High God that created all things in all dimensions and everything. So let's be clear.
Wait, let's pause right there. You worship the Most High God who created all things
and everything.
And yet, you are at the mercy of men. Do you think your God would leave?
No, I'm not at the mercy of men. I'm saying that people that trust the English translations are at the mercy of the men that translated that. I'm not at the mercy of the men because I don't believe them.
Correct.
I believe the Most High, and the Most High said, "Man, look at this." Like when Hebrews 11:1 said, "Let me reveal these real things to you of what it's saying." Okay, now let me show you.
Don't
Let
do
me
that,
show you
bro.
these.
Come on, fam. Nah.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
just used your scripture against you.
Bro.
I'm glad you caught that.
No.
I'm leaning
You
on. Damn,
still,
there are.
still didn't interpret
Bro,
it.
I
So
just low key
I'm
addressed
still
it.
waiting.
There are. No, I'm not interpreting anything. I'm telling
I'm
y'all
waiting.
to look at it, Hebrews
I'm
11:1,
waiting.
and tell me what the
I'm
Hebrews say.
still waiting.
And if the Hebrew
I'm
don't
still
align with what the
waiting.
Europeans
I'm
translated it
still
as,
waiting.
bro, if the Hebrew
I'm
doesn't
still waiting.
align, if the Hebrew doesn't
Okay,
align,
what does faith mean then?
faith.
Just give me one word, faith.
Let's
What does
look it
faith
up,
mean?
man.
Don't look it
Because
up.
it said he shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free, according to that
100%.
translation in the Greek in the New Testament.
Come on, talk to me now.
You right?
Let's talk
So
spiritual.
are we gonna believe or we gonna know? Because you know it's a difference, because belief is faith.
Hold on, watch this. I'm glad you said that. I know what Hebrews 11:1 interprets. You don't know.
No, you don't know, because you don't know if they translated that right.
They
That's
did.
the curse of man.
How do you
That's the
know?
whole point. Either you believe God is all powerful and you
No,
men
listen.
have no control over you, or you don't. This is how
No,
you can be
that ain't
in
what I
your
said.
mind and have all
No,
the
no,
knowledge, but
y'all
not the
tweaking.
knowledge thereof.
God didn't write that verse.
God is all powerful and can create one book
Yes.
without the millennial, or he
didn't create one book, though. That's my point to you, sister. I said that to you earlier. There was never one Bible. It's an amalgamation of different books written at different time
Can he
periods.
do it or can he not do it? Can they
Yes, he
translate
can,
it?
but that's
He's
not
so
what happened.
powerful that he can tell people how to translate
Yes, he can.
correctly.
I'm the one that told you that it was a Torah before Moses. So, of course, he can.
And I told
What I'm
you-
telling you is that Torah you have right now is an amalgamation. I'm not saying that he can't do it. I'm saying that that's not what that is.
So
Them
you
two
saying that
different
he
things.
didn't do it?
No, I didn't.
So what did he do?
In fact, I said that he originally, what I said was, that book you have did not come directly from God. There was a Torah, and I told you, when I asked you who Abraham's father was. I'm standing on what I'm saying. There was a Torah, what you calling a Torah, or Torah, in Aramaic, Torah, which you can translate as way, which is why I pointed at 30K when he said that, because I like when he said that. There was indeed a Torah. Hold on, let me land. There was indeed a Torah that existed before Moses. That's what I'm saying. And I gave you some of them I quoted some of them. I said there's the Atra Hasis. I said there's the Gilgamesh epics. I said there's such and such, such and such, such and such. I gave you specific books. I don't believe nothing. I'm telling you that's what is there. I know it's there. I don't believe it. I know. I can literally post. I can send it to Blu-ray and I can show you to you in the Acadian. And I have him post and share the screen and I'll read it to you.
So what book do you believe in, or do you not believe that God has created a book? Just one. Let's not even go.
I just told you that, sister. I said the Bible you have right now did not come from one book. It comes from men putting amalgamation of texts together. That's what it comes from.
What part of that amalgamation do you believe is sent from God, or none of it?
The original one.
Which is what?
Where is it? There's many of them.
There's an original, which we say we agree.
When I say many of them, I mean many scriptures. So your Bible has many scriptures, right? Okay. There's many scriptures that are original that predate what you're saying that is the original, and they saying something that's different, a different narrative, which is why I keep bringing up the Dead Sea Scrolls. Why don't they put the Dead Sea Scrolls? Why is the book of Jasher quoted in the book of Joshua, but the book of Jasher not in the Bible?
Now that's true. I agree with that.
That's my point. Why would they take the book of Jasher out the Bible?
The Bible actually tells you to refer to the book of Jasher, actually.
Exactly. It says according to, as it says in the book of Jasher. It's in the book of Joshua.
Now that's
so.
Now hold on.
That's my answer to you, Blue. Why would they take these books out?
Don't do that. That was a nice try again.
Bro, you know I said that to you a million times.
Listen,
this ain't new.
Nice
try. This ain't new. This ain't new.
Listen, bro. Listen, I'm a fighter in real life. You can't swing at me, and I'm gonna catch.
Hey, he a fighter with words. That's why he's coming so aggressive with it.
Listen, sister, the book of Jasher is quoted in the Bible, but it's not in the Bible. So who removed this, Sister Rebecca?
I agree.
No, I'm not talking to you. I know you agree with that. I'm talking to Sister Rebecca. Who removed? When did God tell these white men to remove the book of Jasher?
You said when did? Well, when they came together, right? Well, and hold on, let me pause right there, right? Because I believe it is included in the Ethiopian Bible, which has the 88 books, right?
I'm not denying the Kebra Nagast. It's called the Kebra Nagast.
Okay. right? When they
Hey,
did
nigga, you're too
James
educated for me.
when they did the King James version, I believe that there were certain books that if they could not be substantiated and there were inconsistencies with the time and everything, certain things were not included.
So it's inconsistencies in the black people book in Ethiopia, huh?
The
original people. The original people got inconsistencies, but the new versions is correct. Is that what we saying?
I'm saying that.
I would give the.
I know when they did the combination of the King James, right?
Sister, we gotta admit it. We gotta admit the truth. They altered the text. Them taking that out, God never told them to do that. They are not prophets. King James is not a prophet sent by God. His translators are not prophets sent by God. They're not Nabi.
Now I agree with that. Now you're right.
So they have no. So the quick answer, Rebecca, is they have no authority to take nothing out that book. This is why Jesus said, I must. It's expedient upon me to leave you, but I'm gonna send you a comforter before I return. This is why a Quran had to be written. This is why a New Testament had to be written. Because every time man destroyed the books, God got to go fix it. But God already know these things gonna happen because He exists outside of time. He created time. So these things to Him are all happening at once. It's already there to Him. He see it. But for us, we experience time linearly because we live in a three-dimensional realm.
Correct.
So to us, it's viewed that way. But God never said King James is a Nabi. God never said that Martin Luther that made the Lutherans is a Nabi. God never said these dudes, these Europeans that altered the text for a fact, altered it. That's not my belief. Or the book of Joshua would be in there. Didn't give them no authority to alter this text. So now you must question their integrity. Now you must question their translations. I'm not questioning God, Blue. I'm questioning them Europeans that for a fact altered the text.
Hey, is it frozen?
Nah.
Oh,
it's just
okay,
crickets.
man. Yeah. Man, y'all got me. Okay, hold on.
Hold on. I'm gonna make the last statement. I apologize. There is no crickets. Cause nigga, you still ain't answered my question, but okay, go ahead.
Did. I'm telling you, it's I'm saying the translation.
No, you ain't. I'm sorry, bro. You didn't.
Yes, I am. I'm telling you, you can't act.
Did you mention the Quran as being a truthful book?
That's for anybody that. Are you mentioning the Bible as a truthful book that took out the book of Jasher?
I am.
So you okay with the Europeans that's not prophets sent by God?
I said I am.
So you trust them, right?
I said I am. Can you answer my question? Do you believe in
No, I'm not a Muslim. Well, I'm just using an example. I'm not a Muslim. I think that both of them, sister, I'm gonna tell you this straight up and down. Both of them mistranslated and both of them are altered. But you're not a Muslim, so I'm not talking. I just mentioned the Quran and throw scriptures out there. Okay. And I just proved that the Bible's altered. There's no debate that the Bible's altered. Anybody think that just don't know. There's been many councils. People would always talk about the Council of Nicaea. That ain't the only council. There's many councils of these Europeans coming together and removing text and then creating narratives like the Hamite tradition, the Hamite hypothesis, saying that we were destined to be slaves because we're cursed.
Can I ask you a question? So again, that's
what they use. That's not what the Bible say. It say Canaan is cursed.
Hold on. Listen. So I want you to answer this question. So when I definitely interpret the Bible from a spiritual context, I'm wrong.
No, what I'm saying is we are men and we can make mistakes.
You are
already. I am.
Am I?
No, because that's not a right. Some instances you can be right. Because I can be wrong too.
No, if I teach Rose, Samson, 30K, and Rebecca about a spiritual aspect of the Bible, even though I'm reading it from a plagiarized, left out books, all of the above that you say, but I'm definitely interpreting from a spiritual aspect to help them spiritually. I'm giving them wrong information.
It depends because all of the whole book not mistranslated. For example, Psalms 82:6 is not mistranslated.
Okay.
That's why I use that verse.
I got you.
I'm not saying the whole thing is mistranslated. What I'm saying is some of it is mistranslated and some of them they made honest mistakes. Some of them they straight up did it on purpose for their narrative.
So give me a mistake in the Bible.
I just gave you one. No, Genesis 1:1.
No, sir. You said
Genesis 1:1.
In the beginning, God
created and I proved it with Psalms 82:6.
Stop. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. What's right?
Right.
How's that misinterpreted?
Now that's giving you the watch her, because then you're gonna have to ask why the sun was created on the fourth day in Genesis 1:14, but the light was created in Genesis 1:3. But we know for a fact the sun give us light. So how is that mistranslated? That's
Is
giving.
the
Hold
sun
on, let
the
me
only
answer you,
thing
bro.
that gives light?
Huh?
Is the sun the only thing that gives light?
Stars give light. The sun is a star. Now, bro, Genesis 1:1 says, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth in King James Version.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. I use Psalms 82:6 to show you that the word Elohim in Genesis 1:1 is mistranslated.
What? No,
yes.
You can't. No, you're not.
I'm not capping. Hey man, I put that on my I put that on my great soul.
I'm going to sleep.
No, don't go.
Man, it's
I
only
said, you ain't catch
122.
it when I said it last time.
It's only
Elohim
122.
is, huh?
No, I was just saying it's only 122 in the morning. I'm good.
Hey, Elohim.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, 30K tonight. I got about 38 more minutes. I gotta be up at 5 a.m.
Sister Rebecca, is the word Elohim used in John? I'm sorry.
But listen, let me say this. We can continue this mañana, but go ahead.
Is Sister Rebecca, in Genesis 1:1, the word that they translate as singular for God with the capital G, is that not Elohim in Hebrew right there? Or does it say El or Ilo?
I believe it's Elohim.
Absolutely is Elohim. Yeah. So now, when you go to, you're right. So when you go to Psalms 82:6, and it says Elohim, and they translate it as gods with an S, but in Genesis 1:1, it translated as God without the S. The yod and the meme at the end of a word, Elohim is a plural form of the word Elo, or in Arabic, Allah. It's the same word.
Correct.
Okay. The yod and the meme is the eem at the end. It's like us putting the S at the end of words. Now, we had this conversation. The white dude that was on Joe Rogan cut up your boy, what's his Carlson, that Anunnaki, what's his name? The black dude.
You talking about Wes Huff?
Wes Huff cut him up. And you know why he cut him up? Because the black brother didn't know the language. So he was able to lie to him, and he wouldn't know that he's lying.
Oh, you talking about Billy Carson?
Billy Carson. There you go.
Oh,
Billy Carson.
He was on some foolishness, man. Seriously.
Who?
Billy Carson.
Yeah, but yeah, he I don't know him personally, so I gotta have a conversation with him and sit down, because maybe he just misinterpreted things. You know what I mean? I don't want to just put that on him like he just on straight up foolishness. But I'm gonna tell you who is on foolishness. The white boy he was talking to. Because he lied. And I'm saying he lied because he studied the language. He studied it. He said it's a concretization. No, it's not. Because a concretization is this. In English, we'll say the word sheep. Sheep can mean one or two or more, right?
Okay.
That's a concretization. Elohim literally has a singular form. Sheep doesn't have a singular form. But here's a concretization in Hebrew. Panim. Panim means face. But it can be plural face. There is no singular form of that written in another fashion grammatically in Hebrew. That's the one. So he literally Wes Huff got up there and lied for his perspective that he was taught. He lied. Then he lied again and said that the Anunnaki doesn't say that in the Atrahasis. It doesn't use that. Yes, it does. The Anuna form in Atrahasis is the plural form.
All right, hold on, nigga. You
feel what I'm saying?
You speaking Spanish. Hold on, real quick.
My bad. Let me slow down.
Wait, Blu-ray. I wanted to go back. I get it. You substantiated your point, and you came off the top rope, to basically say, hey, this is the reason why, polygamy is fine and stuff. I'm just trying to get back to that because the rabbit hole is serious. So
it is, but it's still on topic 30K, because this whole point why I'm using this perspective to explain this is to show that there were multiple people on the planet.
Yeah.
We know they removed text. We just proved that with the book of Jasher. So how do we know that was his sister? We don't, according to the text.
Sister. We said that they were related through Adam and Eve.
Sister. And I'm saying that's still an assumption. You are assuming Adam and Eve. That Adam and Eve were the first. Because there's another verse that say we created he, them, yada, yada, yada. But I don't want to go there. You are assuming that. And that's cool. You can believe that. What I'm saying is the truth is we don't know. That's the truth.
I know. You may not know for yourself.
No, you believe it. If you know, then show us.
All right. So I'm gonna have to help out Trey. So the point is,
beat him up.
Like polygamy, right?
I'm on
Now
your side, Trey.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm not I myself, because this is something that I don't want to do. Right? I'm not a polygamous person. All right, but I'm not gonna sit there and say that Trey should not do it. Right? Because there's accounts in the Bible where there were men of God that had multiple wives. Plain and simple. And then it also says it like to that book, because that's only I'm not as astute as you, brother. I mean, I commend you on that. But I mean, depending
you
on the,
intelligent brother. Keep going. Don't put yourself down.
no, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So the thing is, depending on the position that Trey holds, right, that he's been ordained, and like I said,
Hold on,
I'm gonna
okay, let me give you context again, bro. My only premise, this is where I stand.
Uh-huh.
Why would God condone incest but not condone polygamy? It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Rose is about to die in her head because she think we wrong because God did Rebecca, she being holier than thou, but she wrong too. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I got you. I got you on that, right? Like I said, there's certain like I have a belief system, right? And of course, people would judge it. I'm not going to sit there and commit any form of incest. You know, I'm trying to limit, the possibilities of any, genetic anomalies. Plain and simple, right? That's just me. Now, I can't sit there and be like, I'm not going to sit there and, take it to, I'm just going to say that's just me, right? Now, of course, someone will be like, nah, man, we up here in the hills and, we like each other. I said, okay, that's y'all. That's the end of that. And I'm walking away. Now, the thing is, all right, so to the polygamy thing, I'm going to put myself out there. And I know it's going to be put on record. Hey, y'all don't know my real name, but eventually I might, but I'm going to do it like this. All right. My grandfather had 15 wives. Plain and simple.
Hey, where you from, bro?
I'll put it in the back chat. The thing is, he had 15 wives because he was a royal.
So I think you African.
He's a royal. Now, the thing is, royalty, right? Kings can have multiple queens. Can we? Is that something that we agree or disagree on?
The Bible says you're right, bro.
The reason why I'm saying that is because as human beings evolve, and when I say evolve in the way that they think and the way that they do things, I'm not saying evolve in the sense where they become like X-Men mutants, and then Phoenix Power, whatever you want to call that nonsense. But anyway, like the way that they will go about things, just because technology also accelerates the way that human beings, live lives, right? Eventually we're going to have AI systems. And the sad thing is this, and I'm gonna, it's kind of, I mean, Samson kind of called me out a little bit. I'm being funny, but I'm being serious. All right. It's been said, but because of the fact that it attacks the emotional sector of ladies, there's going to be a time where you're going to irritate men so much they're going to go to the AI robots. Are you going to try to either pay a hacker to put feminism into the robots so that they can hate men too? You see where I'm going with that? It's getting crazy to the point like, no, I want to control you. If you look at the ideology of that feminism, not talking about women in general, I'm talking about the individuals that originally created that from first to fourth wave and their fruits and what they're doing now. If you follow anything close to that, now you have to question who you truly follow. Because the thing is, it is a ism, feminism. ISM. Hurrah, what does that stand for?
You got
when
it,
you put
bro. You
ISM?
going in.
What does the ISM stand for?
Oh, I don't know.
It's like
Ism.
a way of doing things. It's a study, a way,
A belief
tactic.
system, right? A
Yep.
belief
A
system,
study,
right?
a way, a tactic. Yep.
So I'm saying this from the standpoint of like bringing people together, my people. Like if you have a large concentration of melanin in your skin, you're my people. We probably have, and I'm gonna put this out there too. Like if you be positive, you're probably close to me. But that's not a common blood type. It's not as rare as AB positive or B negative. Like I'm taking it to the point that even in that, I have to be careful who I want to marry and have kids with.
For sure.
You talking about the sickle cell joint?
No, not I'm AA. My genotype is AA, so I have less likely to get that. But think about it like this, because I'm going to go in for a little bit, right? I was talking to a lady that was AS, but I'm AA, so there's less of a chance of our child having sickle cell anemia. To show that,
I like him.
I'm interested in you to the point that I understand this, and all I can do is just like Trey, because I'm going to kind of hit on all y'all points. I'm going to have the substance of things hope for the evidence of thing not seen that our child would not have that. But if it does, I'm still required to love my child because that's my child. I'm taking it to that point, right? I'm the type of guy that I like the simple things, but I also like things that make the person that I'm interested in marry very distinct, right? So if you have a gap, and this, I'm not saying this to is anybody or anything like that, you're very different because you're probably from a certain blood type that at one point that was considered a beauty standard. That's probably gone, right? If you have a big forehead, look around the world. There's certain individuals that have super big foreheads, hairline like at the top of their skull, but that's considered a beauty standard. That's a beauty standard because people still procreated to the point that they carried that genetic marker on. You see where I'm going with that? So yeah, there's certain things that you might be attracted to, but I will say don't let it be where a group of people is trying to change how you're attracted to a person, because you should be attracted to the soul, not just the body. Because remember, beauty fades with age. I had to break myself out of a mindset because like I said, I grew up in the hood, PG County, Maryland, like hood. All right. I'm talking about ghetto mindset.
Hey, hold on, 30K. We gotta be attracted to the soul, right? Not the 666 thing these women be talking about, right?
Well, yeah. Let me get to that. Let me get to that because we have our own markers, right? Like, it's not 6'6". There's is there is 6'6", right? Above 6 feet, above 6 feet. Where a certain thing longer.
I know. I thought it was 6 figure, 6 pack, 6 feet tall, at least 6 feet tall.
No, because back in 2020, I was like y'all were on YouTube.
6 now.
Wait. I was on a different platform in the debate spaces, and certain ladies try to come at me, and I'm like, I'm not even trying to fight you. Oh, they thought that was a sign of weakness, and then I had to destroy them. I said, you know what? And then this is where the concept came from. I said, you know what's so sad? Y'all call yourselves Christians, but y'all worship the devil. I said, because you're looking for the 666. They said, what's that stand for? I said, longer than 6 inches, taller than 6 feet, and makes more than 6 figures.
Mm-hmm.
And they were silent. Like I said this in 2020, right? They were silent. And then they were like, oh, he took it there. I said, yeah, I did. I said, why are you attacking me? I said, the thing about me, right? I can like a girl that looks like a pencil. Or I can like a girl that is shaped like a Coke bottle, right? So it doesn't matter to me. I mean, even at one point I was like, yeah, you can't be lighter than 175. You gotta have some weight on you, right? And then I had to change that mindset. It's like, why am I thinking like that? Is it because I'm following trends? Like I'm being funny, but I'm being serious. Think about it.
But it's real talk though.
Like, why am I following this trend?
30K. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Let your brother. I'm your brother trying to get some understanding. Now, hold on. So, are you telling me that the physical appearance of a woman doesn't matter to you? I'm curious.
No, it does, but I had to check myself to say, why does it matter in that way?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with you having a preference?
Conditioning.
Because you're not leaning on the soul first.
Hold on.
Wait. I can answer that. Because the thing that I want to make sure that I was not doing in order to follow my word, right? So you can't serve two masters. Think about it. When you look back from today back to the 80s, depending on how old y'all are, right? There was certain trends that were going on. I didn't want it to be a thing where the way I look at the person I'm trying to marry and be like married to for the rest of my life is based on a trend. Do you see what I'm saying?
I'm sorry,
Yep.
brother. Hold on. So you mean to tell me you want somebody that you're not attracted to arguing with you?
Nah, that ain't what
Hell
he's
no.
saying.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when I'm looking for somebody, I
You
didn't want
gotta
to
be
be.
attracted to somebody. Where you getting this from, 30K?
Nah, what he talk about is the
Bro,
trends
wait,
that's negative, bro. Like, oh, he got good hair. I like him. He got blue eyes. I
What's
like
wrong
him.
with that? What's wrong
Nah,
with that?
but to only do that for that social standard when that standard is saying that black people are ugly and these standards are beautiful.
To do so, like
see what I'm
Trey,
saying?
follow. Wait, hold on. Trey, follow me. What was the beauty?
My nigga indoctrinated because why you gotta use white people, nigga? We don't date white people, nigga.
I'm using as an example because
No.
black people can have blue eyes. Black
Why
people can
would
have
you even
curly
use
hair.
blue eyes, bro?
Huh?
Why would you even lose?
Because blue eyes is a genetic recessive trait. It can become a defect.
Okay.
We're mating for defects.
They're a little weaker. Makes you more susceptible.
Literally
like red
weaker,
hair
bro.
is a mutation and it makes you more susceptible to skin cancer and different things. But I think 30K is basically saying like
I'm black, 30K black, roll black. Why are you talking about white people, Haram? I'm sorry. Like,
no, he's just giving
because of the standard created by white people why black women was
That's
looking for
not a
men with
standard,
blue
bro.
eyes.
That's not
It
a
is
standard.
true.
That was a standard because during the Jim Crow era, they made up images of our image being ugly and theirs
But
beautiful.
I'm
That's
talking
why
about
they
white.
painted Jesus white.
Wait, hold on. Like, think about it, right? What was the mustache man saying as the standard?
I don't know.
Who the
He's
mustache
like,
man?
if you don't have blue eyes on blonde hair, then you must be eliminated from the planet.
Oh, the mustache man, Hitler.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
supreme race.
I'm not trying to trigger the algorithm. That's why I'm talking like that.
Yeah,
like stuff like that.
Oh, my bad.
But why are we going? Why? No, 30K. Let's bring it back. But I'm not talking about social construct. I'm talking about what you're specifically attracted to. If I like big booties, I'm not liking big booties.
Okay.
Hold on,
wrong with liking big
answer
booties.
that. I can answer that. Let me answer that.
I'm not liking big booties because it's a trend, nigga. I want to.
Yeah, that's you. But we talk about in general.
Hold on.
People are
I got
affected
it.
by trends.
I got it. Because it's being asked to me. I'm saying for me, I don't want it to be a thing where I'm looking at that only, right? Just because anyone and everyone, depending on who they are, it can be beautiful in their own way. Now, the thing is, at the end of the day, Trey, seriously, like it's like, hey, Lord, is this the one that's supposed to be for me? I mean, like I was saying, we got our measurements, and I already gave an example, like, no less than 175. Right? And people are like, what are you talking about 175? It's like, yeah, man, got to be at least minimum C, got to have that 30-inch waist, and then that hip size got to be 48. If it's not that, it's not happening. It's not happening, right? And people are like, dude, like, where you going to find? Like, why will I be stuck on that? This is me. I'm not saying this to tell people that that's the way you should think. I want to make sure that depending on the person that comes to me, I should be able to love them for who they are. That's why I'm saying that.
I agree.
So over time, like I said, I'm an 80s kid, right? Think about it. Who knows who what was Rick Fox's wife's name?
Vanessa Williams.
Yeah, Vanessa Williams. Vanessa Williams in the 80s. Or no, I'll say 90s, when she was in the movie Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger. You saw the way she looked?
Yeah.
Even that Halle Berry back then, before David Justice started piecing her up on her chin.
Oh.
Dang, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. My bad. I was being funny. But anyway, like the thing is, this is the stuff that, and I'm kind of saying this to ladies, not to y'all two on the panel, but I'm saying this to ladies. Like, this is the stuff that this is the thing people were chasing back then. I was old enough to remember that.
Yeah, no, you're right.
We remember that. I bet you everybody on this panel remember that.
Okay,
yeah.
my bad.
Remember when booties came in style? Because Cash Money tried to take over for the 99.82. Nobody was worried about it. They was doing the butt flat-butted. Nobody cared back then. Cash Money started twerking that thing. Then everybody wanted big booties, and the BBLs became popular. Before that,
Uncle Luke said big booty O's.
People wanted Nia Longs, Tyra Banks. Look at all the people who were popular in the 90s.
Yeah,
So
they were natural.
Mariah.
and that was the thing. So Trey, like today's time, right? We're trying to get ladies to be like that, and they're fighting that. But back then, that's the way it was. This is what I'm talking about. I want to make sure for me that I'm not doing that same thing where I'm following the trend. Like, think about it. I'm not going to judge a person if they say, "Well, I'm going to make sure I'm going to pay for my wife's BBL because I mean, I chose her, but I told her to eat, but it ain't work. So going to go ahead, we're going to work that. Hey, I got the money. Hey, I worked for it. Oh yeah, go ahead and get that boob job too. We do the adjustments every here and there so it don't leak. You get cancer, but I love you though, babe. It's not like that. You know what I mean? I'm being funny, but I'm being serious.
Right.
So I'm saying it for me. I want to make sure that I'm not looking at her like that to put her in a weird predicament, and then later on when she's in her 60s and I'm possibly in my 70s, right? We can still love each other. It's not going to be a thing where, if she wants to walk away from me, I'm telling you, I'm going to bring that prenup that's as thick as a book. Sorry. I got to protect my assets, got to protect my work. But at the end of the day, hopefully it doesn't get to that point. That's an insurance policy, people. Don't look at me funny. Don't look at me funny. Oh, there we go. All right, y'all smiling. All right, I'm good. But that's the thing. That's the thing, though. I mean, I'm just trying to speak me. I'm just, like I said, I'm talking from my standpoint on what I'm trying to do.
Coming out of this one.
You said what?
I said you had to look at her and be like, she gonna get me ugly kids. It's not gonna work.
I don't believe in ugly kids.
30K, it's some ugly kids out here, brother.
Bruh, I don't believe in ugly kids.
I got a question for you, 30K.
Do you know why?
Was considered tender-eyed, right, in the Bible. You think she was a cute kid?
Who?
Leah in the Bible was considered tender-eyed. Do you think she was a cute kid?
But the thing, we don't know what she looked like.
Do you think she was a cute kid?
I don't know. I don't know what she looked like. I'm not going to sit there and make an assumption, be like, oh yeah, it said tender eye. Yeah, her forehead must have been out there. Why will I think something like that? Oh yeah, maybe she was a. Because think about it. Think about our beauty standards today compared to their beauty standards back then. What if she was a Coke bottle and
Good point.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna stay like. What if she was a Coke bottle, but the beauty standard was for her to be, like slim.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's why I say you got to know people culture to interpret these languages. But we are at the mercy of these translators.
I'm at the mercy of Jesus and Jesus Christ alone, me personally. But if you want to be at their mercy,
No. I'm not. I'm saying we colloquially. But you, hold on, my bad, y'all.
Yeah,
you
got to hit something, boy.
Yeah, my preference is.
Yeah, I'm in my garage now. You called me when I was pulling up to the crib.
Oh, my preference is a little different. There's certain things that I can look at, I can be attracted to. I don't typically tell the girl because I'm not going to blow her head up. She needs to come as she is, right? Come as you are. And then we talk and we see if we match up. We don't match up, then it's just going to end right there and I'll move on. She moves on. No love lost. We're not going to waste each other's time. Matter of fact, I'm glad that my brother with the jawbone is at the far left. I gotta ask him, hey, what's the what happened? Or is that on Saturday? The 3 dates.
All right. You talking about the girl? You want me to tell you about the girl from yesterday? You want me to tell you about the dates?
You said Starbucks and then something. Yeah, that one.
I was at her crib. The other day before I talked to that other girl that pulled up.
Can we just let the record be shown that Samson always comes at Rose for her dates, and here he is with a 3-play on Saturday and invading rooms?
Well, to argue for Samson, he told her she acted like a man, and he a man.
Hey, Rose, let Becca get her shit off because you about to look stupid. Go ahead. Come on.
You
Come
was
this
at a
way.
woman's house today, Samson?
No, I went at her house today. I was at her house yesterday.
You said that with a straight face.
Wait, you see how easy that was for me? Did you see how easy that was for me to tell the truth? Bet you won't ask Rose to do that. Now keep talking to me. Come on.
I don't need Rose to tell the truth.
I know you don't, because you ain't gonna say nothing. Go ahead, keep going. Come on. Give me something else. Give me something else.
A lot of feminist energy on here.
She only said 3 words. How is it?
Give the definition of feminism, since y'all like to wield it so hard.
Oh my God.
Well, you holding her to a standard. You hold him to a standard you ain't holding her to.
No, I'm making him eat his words.
But you not though, because he telling the truth.
I'm not. I haven't eaten no words.
She told no, I said let the record show. He be coming at Rose for her multiple dates. Oh, you went to eat with somebody?
Right.
He was in a woman's house yesterday.
And then I said, he said that Rose be acting like a man, but he's a man. He don't gotta act.
Try again, Becca. You need to stay with that.
So again, that's feminine. Why you trying to compare what a man do to what women do?
Who said a
See,
man
that goes
supposed
back to the topic.
like that?
They
Who
not.
said they not? According to the Bible, they can have multiple women, but nowhere in the Bible do women got multiple husbands.
I'm sorry. According to the Bible, you can have multiple wives. Samson, are you married?
You know what I mean when I say that.
Well, wait, you're very literal. Say it how I say it.
You right. Good one.
Okay.
Like
how easily I can admit when I'm wrong and just get to the point and it's done.
Like I was saying, you can't compare, and you know this already. You just being petty. You can't compare my situation to Rose. You just doing this to be petty, okay? Rose already know the deal. Rose to the side. It's me and you talking. Especially since you like raw chicken and niggas with no rhythm. I don't.
Crazy. Are you talking about white men?
She like
raw chicken.
Hey, Harwin, before you get on her and her ancestors, she like niggas that got the holes in their hood and they can't see all the way.
Oh no!
Someone who is a fourth wife, I take offense to that. Okay.
Becky,
no.
My English ancestors are offended.
English.
Becky, where you from?
Is this what we doing?
Yeah, that's what we doing.
Yeah, y'all tweaking.
Cause Hurrah got a nigga in ancient Rome. Here you talking about?
You didn't even have to come down, Becca. You didn't even have to come down that road. I wouldn't even got you like that. I could have saved that for my sister. You just had to come this way. Just stay right here.
Hey,
Are
Hurrah,
we talking about interracial dating now? Are we going on that?
Look, you talking about having me eat my words, and you over here talking to niggas that make bad potato salad. What are you talking about?
Hey, Trey, my bad. I didn't mean for this to happen. My fault.
You good, bro? You good? I'm just
let the record show when he get out the shower, he stink, and you lay with him. That's wild. That's crazy. How you get out the shower stinking? That's wild. Work.
That's terrible.
Have you ever smelled a white man out the shower?
I've smelled a white woman. That's their counterpart.
I smelled the one they get wet. There's a lot of dog and baloney going on.
Hey, Harwin, 75 lashes for Rebecca.
You can smell white woman, but I can't smell white man.
Hey, you doing the Dr. Umar?
75 lashes for Rebecca, bro.
Hey,
let the record show he's smelling wet white women.
You date white men?
I want to know a record.
Rebecca, you date white men?
I smelled it. That's why I got out of there. You smelled it. You stayed. That's crazy.
Do you date white men?
That's what I want to know.
I will date let the record show. I will date any color man, no matter
Currently.
The Bible says you're supposed to stick to your own.
Clearly.
From the tribe
as long
of Israel.
as they're a believer.
Clearly.
In the Lord Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Clearly.
They got to be from the tribe of Judah, though.
He don't.
You don't even like
Judah, but they got to be from Israel, because Jesus said Jesus said he came to the lost sheep of Israel.
I'm not from the tribe of Judah. My
bad. I meant Israel. I meant to say Israel.
Levitical. So how about that?
You don't even like potato salad with raisins in it. That's crazy. I don't even know why you.
Man.
Bro. All right. No, seriously, are you a Hebrew Israelite? I'm not trying to be funny.
No.
Okay, I was just wondering. I'm just trying to understand people's
Wait, they coming
position.
at me for dating Caucasians.
I'm coming at her because she believes in the Bible, and in the Bible it says you supposed to be with the tribe of Israel.
I'm just fucking with.
Jesus differentiated. He said, "I was not sent unto you, but to the lost sheep of Israel." That's what he told a Canaanite woman.
Hey, I got a serious question for you, though, Hurrah.
What up? Let me stop messing with Becky.
No, Samson, he's supposed to give a report on his debauchery if he participated.
It's debauchery, and I mean, I have nothing to hide because I haven't lied. So you can ask away, Rebecca. Ask away.
How was your time yesterday at that strange woman's house?
Why she got to be strange? I know who she was.
She's from the tribe of Judah.
Wow.
Or is she a Samaritan woman?
She's 100% West African. She's 100% West African.
That ain't the tribe.
Where's she from?
Hebrew Israelites claim West Africa.
She's from West Africa.
What country?
Ghanaian or Cameroon.
Yeah,
she's
they
from
do
Ghana.
claim that. Especially
She's from
what
Ghana,
tribe? She from
seriously?
Akan? She from the
Ghana.
Akan?
Yeah, she's from Ghana.
Hey.
Well, I said what tribe?
Okay.
I don't know about what tribe.
You should ask her.
Yeah, you should definitely ask her.
Definitely ask her. It
You
makes
know, hey, I can tell you why I won't ask her. You ready for this?
Oh Lord.
What, her hand in marriage?
Hey, you close 30K. She married.
Bro. All right, hey Trey, what was that question? What was that question, Trey?
I was trying to find out. Dang, where Rose go?
Yeah.
She had to log out at that one. Y'all got 8 minutes before I go out of here.
Married is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy work, bro.
I didn't know she was married.
Yeah, I'm not staying up late tonight. Hey, we can stay up late. We can stay up late tomorrow night. We can't stay up late tonight. I gotta get up and
Look, you asked me if I came in late. I said I got in late. I was over there. It was cool. I was talking to her. She didn't tell me nothing about being married. I didn't see no pictures of this nigga and nothing.
Yeah, she gonna cleanse herself at church that Sunday.
When I hit her up today, her husband answered the phone.
What do you tell her? You told her that you was trying to sell her Avon?
Nah, I was just like, hey, bro, she ain't tell me she was married. My fault.
Oh, he asked you.
Oh, he came to you as a man?
No, I called her because I called her like to check on like the Starbucks joint. I called her. See, we still on because I already went to her crib, so I called and he was like, "Yo, who this?"
He was African too.
African sisters trying to be like these American
Nah, he was
sisters.
black.
30K.
He was black and he was like, "Yo, who this?" And I was
You
like,
know
"Who
what?
this?" And he was
I'm gonna say something real quick, just for the Oh man, I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. But hold on. I'm gonna put this in the back chat. Don't hold on real quick.
All right, finish your story real quick, Saps. I want to hear this.
Okay, so when I called, he answered. He like, "Who this?" I'm like, "Who's this?" And then I said, I'm looking for such and such. He was like, "So you looking for my wife?" And I was like, I didn't know she was married, fam. He was like, "Well, she is. So you don't need to call this phone no more, my nigga." And I was like, "Okay." That's how it went.
Did you text her later and be like, "Are you really married?"
I didn't say shit else. Okay. Guess what? Hey, guess what? Let's see if you hold your sister accountable. I cut her off. That's it. Dub. We moving on.
Hey, Rebecca, you gotta understand a woman like that will put a man in a dangerous position.
Real talk.
So you're not even supposed to communicate with her no more.
I'm done.
I understand. I was just wondering.
All right, how did you get to go to her crib? Do they stay together?
Look, bro, I couldn't tell you.
Dude, I'm gonna really speak on a little bit about that. So you see in the chat, right? Don't repeat that out loud because that's considered PII.
Yeah, I gonna say it. Got you.
So you see where I'm from, right?
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna say this. If it gets ridiculous, then I'm just gonna have to take it to another level. But there was a certain person that came on to the Ladies' Night show. And yeah, I'm gonna kind of expose some stuff.
You gonna talk about that? Okay, I'll be quiet. Go ahead, do your thing.
So the thing is, that person, when I ain't gonna lie, when I first saw her, I was like, why is she? I was like, yo, she's pretty, but I was trying to figure out why she stood out so much. And then Fatty was like, yeah, I went to your page and this is what you're doing. You lost some weight, blah, 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 blah. I went to the page and I saw the name. I was like, yo, she's from Ghana. I said, okay. So the thing is, like, Ghana women, depending on where they're from in the country, they're they behave in a very certain way, right? The only ones that act like what you experience is the ones that's been Americanized, and I'm being straight up.
Facts.
They've been Americanized, and when I say Americanized, like I'm talking about fourth wave. They're probably trying to work on the fifth wave, like all the way, right? But because of the fact that they don't want to be an outcast to their tribe, then they will play the role. So yeah, that husband didn't know about you, but she knew what she was doing. And it's like, if another Ghanaian was to meet up with her and it's like, what are you doing? Right? The Ghana community is so small that I probably, like, someone in my family probably knows who she is.
Mm.
Yeah, it's way small.
Yeah, those who stick to the traditional tribal ways don't play that. Them people trying to be like Americans, what they seeing on TV, what's being promoted to them.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny that you went through that experience and that person being from that country. Yeah,
You ain't,
that's very interesting.
you ain't got to worry about me stringing her along. I'm good. Next, we good.
Okay. But yeah, the other person on the show, that person was really showing what they were, and I think what it was the fact that when that person basically stated their education, and then the relationship with their parents, it kind of made sense why that person, lost the weight, because typically these Ghana girls, they would do that, right? Because Ghanaians, by the Ghana woman within the region, and everyone says this, they're known to be extremely hippie, like very big hips, but they also have the round face, right?
Facts.
So that's a, like, if you see that, then that's a Ghana trait. They're most likely from that country, right? So if they lose the weight and they start lifting weights, then now all of a sudden they start to look like a certain image that everybody's trying to get today, right?
Yeah.
Which is the BBL look, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now this person has never been in a situation where someone that's not from her country is chasing after her, but people in this country or wherever she may be at is now putting her on a level that she has never really experienced. And
You talking about the one that said she want to learn how to be a better side chick, right?
yeah, that one.
Got you.
That one. So when oh my goodness, that it kind of surprised me because when I saw that, I was like, wow, you're.
That threw me
Anyway,
off.
I'm gonna leave it alone. It's just that she's playing with water, being rejected by her culture. That's the extent
Playing with
of
fire for
doing.
real.
Yeah, but the thing is, like I was saying, she's never been in a situation that had that type of attention. That was the problem.
Hey.
Because over there, I'm gonna end with this, and I'll give it to you, Trey. My bad, bro. I know I'm kind of throwing it on.
Man. Cause like I said, we're gonna reconvene tomorrow because I gotta get up super early tomorrow.
Well, you was finna ask me something though.
I was finna be petty, bro. I ain't gonna. I was finna be petty. I was finna mess with Rose. Her. That's all.
So I'll say this, and I'll end it with when it comes to West Africa. One of the biggest things when it comes to the ladies over there, it's so sad, is that they're chasing after a beauty standard. So if it's not them bleaching their skin, right, because they think that that's considered pretty, perming their hair, which is another thing, or even for the skinny ones getting BBLs, and then you have the skinny ones. They will try to eat as much to gain the weight, and then wear a waist trainer. And then you have the bigger ones that's trying to look like the skinny ones. And it's just sad. So I'm putting it to the point, Trey, just to substantiate my point. I had to learn how to love a person for who they are. I mean, yeah, you got to have a little size. I'm not like I was being funny when I said look like a pencil. You got to have a little bit, just a little bit, like some type of athletic look. Then I'm cool with that. But I'm not going to sit there and then, have an requirement that, you have to have that 60-inch waist, 30-inch waist. 60-inch hip, 30-inch waist, and then triple Z's. That's crazy.
Hey, Becca. It didn't take me 3 months to realize I don't like her. Took me one night, my G.
But hey, y'all, I'm gonna shut it down early tonight. We'll get it in tomorrow for sure.
Enjoy your tapioca and banana puddings.
That boy stupid.
That's crazy.
Hey, Samson. Hey, I'm gonna have all night tomorrow, bro. So we'll roast her tomorrow.
Hold on, Becky, where you from?
I'm from the Philadelphia area.
Where your people's from?
These United States. I can trace my heritage back 7-8 generations to slavery or to my white, parts. same thing about like 8-9 generations back to wherever they came from.
The rapists.
Well, some of them were and some of them weren't, very interestingly enough.
Okay.
Some of it's more recent, as in they married someone black and procreated.
Yeah, my mom is Samson's complexion, but my dad is like ultra dark, which is kind of funny.
Okay.
So my mom is mixed, but I don't know with what. So I think I'm mixed.
Okay. Yeah.
So, well, all right, man. I'll see y'all mañana, man. We're gonna stream tomorrow for sure. So
have a good night.
all right. I'll see
It was
y'all.
love, y'all.